We should play Call of Duty Advanced Court Fair and
start courting some women
and court a lovely lady.
Damsel.
Fine madam.
Damsel in duress.
Damsel in durag. Fucking.
That's awesome.
Courting ladies in the hood prank.
Like
That's
you're
so shit. That is actually so shit.
No, if you went on, if you
state.
don't, you tell me if you went on fucking Ock TV and you saw courting fine madams in the hood prank, you wouldn't think that's like the coolest
I
shit.
would just think it's fucking like Ethan just like in like fucking like some shitty 17th like century outfit like the hood. Like
Meet them Bradbury. Fucking
Bradbury.
courting ladies.
And yeah, like just him screaming to the back and to the back.
Yeah.
I love cock TV so much.
Yeah.
Love cock TV so much, man.
Anyway,
That's crazy.
do you wanna...
Welcome to the Robo-Cafe podcast.
Oh, we're recording! Hello, everybody! Hello this week! Hello!
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello, everybody!
Hello, Stamps is my eyeballistic squid impression. Hello, Stamps. Oh, hello, Stamps. What we're doing today then, Stamps? Oh, so Squiddy, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be playing some Minecraft.
That actually hurts my ears.
We're playing Minecraft.
Fuck.
Welcome to I heavy fuck with Stampy's Lovely World. I think he still makes it. Or maybe he's on hiatus.
Is he still playing on the Xbox 360?
No, I think he's on the
he
PC
upgraded
now.
for
I think he ported his world over.
And I remember, like, there was a big thing about him porting from Xbox 360 to Xbox One.
I think he stayed on 360 for a long time, even though you could even though as soon as the Xbox One version came out, you had the option to port to Xbox One. I don't know why he was so adamant to not doing that. But
Maybe
I think
he didn't want to buy an Xbox One. That's fair enough.
he had fucking like 4 million subs or some shit. I'm sure he had one. Sure, he had means to buy
finances.
one.
He was giving us.
At the time, the Xbox One was
paying off
like
that. He was paying off that woman.
Yeah, it sucked, but I'm sure it wasn't that. Yeah, I don't know.
Xbox One does like suck because it has nothing over the PS4. However, it is still like a next gen console.
I can't wait for the Series X to have like fucking like everything, because Microsoft is gonna buy every fucking publisher. You know, fucking every like Activision game is gonna be a Xbox One exclusive. Is Overwatch? No, Overwatch 2 I think is coming to PS4 or PS5 and shit.
Xbox isn't.
I think they said they're honoring all existing shit, but like they didn't guarantee any new. I mean, they haven't fully bought it anyway. I think June next year is when it fully when they officially take over Activision.
Yeah,
I mean Activision Blizzard, but
the big thing is that game companies are pro-consumer when they're on the back foot and anti-consumer when they're on the front foot. I mean, just look at how callously they treated like everyone when the Xbox One launched.
Yeah,
and how badly like PlayStation treated everyone when the PlayStation 3 launched.
Yeah, I mean it's
and how badly Nintendo constantly treats everyone.
Yeah, because I mean they just get too cocky and then be like, well, we can afford to do whatever shit. But it's like I mean the big thing is they're buying all the shit because of Game Pass, like.
Yeah, the big thing is that because Microsoft cares more. Isn't just like it cares about being on PC and eating to Steam's market share.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, it's weird.
I mean, Game Pass is good. I like Game Pass. I don't have it, but like...
I don't like the idea, but I do like the idea. It's kind of like, It puts a sour taste in my mouth because I don't like not owning a game that I play, but it's like...
Yeah, but like, the thing is... that's what
the thing is, how many times are you going to play the game, you know?
Yeah, it's...
I mean, if you're like trying out games, I guess, yeah.
If you're like, if you're window shopping games, then it's perfect for you.
Yeah,
I mean,
Better than fucking,
like,
like
if
the
you-
PlayStation like game streaming thing they had.
the big
Fucking
thing
PlayStation
is that
Now or whatever.
yeah, the big
I don't
thing
think
is
that ever came here, but
the big
Yeah.
thing is it allows you to, if it was just like renting games, and I would hate it. The fact that it also allows it, that it's just also another thing on top of like buying games makes me feel way better about it.
Mm.
Because on that case, if there's like a game's being taken off Xbox, a Game Pass, you can like just still go out and buy it and then like use your save.
Yeah, I mean it is definitely a good deal. Like if you buy Game Pass and you play like fucking, at least like 2 games or something that month, you'll be like, you're good. I think it's like the cost of like 3 AAA games. Like for a year of Game Pass, it's like 3 AAA games. If you were to buy like 3 AAA games in a year, so if you play like more than 3, you get your money's worth.
Yeah. My thing is that it's more I really. To me, it's more the idea that I like it because unlike PS Plus, which has the thing of you can only get games once the month comes up and you can't get the backlog. Like a game comes on free and then you have that as long as you have PS Plus, but you don't get all the previous games. At least you get access to the full roster.
Well, PS Plus just kind of sucks. I mean,
yeah, it's dog shit.
It just gives you like a curated game per month. It's basically like people just have it so they can people.
I only use
there
it
no
online.
like separate things, so you.
There's
have to
legit
get
no
it to use
separate
online,
thing.
so
Like legitimately, like you have to if you want online, you have to get PS Plus.
It's just like a thing they throw in to be like, for the online service, where it's like you also get a random like a game that we choose for you to get per month. It's like cool.
You got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 last month. You got
Pro Skater 4.
Yeah, so if
Isn't that game fucking doo doo.
But no, it's like one. It was like the remake 1 and 2. I don't know why I said Pro Skater 4.
Pro Skater 4 was like renowned for being. Wait, no, sorry. Pro Skater 4. No, that was the one that was on like PS2. Sorry, Pro Skater 5 was like the Xbox, like the PS4 Gen 1 that they made that everyone hated.
Yeah, so if I got PS Plus starting this month, then I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be able to play those games because I wasn't there for that time, which is what Studio sucks.
Yeah,
at least it's like a catalog of games. It's more like buying a membership to like it's because these sorts of sites have already existed. Like you pay like $30 a month and you can like rent games from like big library. So at least it's like useful.
I mean, it's just like a better iteration of like PlayStation's one, really. PlayStation Now, which was like really, it's like game. It's so funny. Everyone's like game streaming. No one actually thinks it's gonna get anywhere, but all the companies like game streaming is gonna be huge. But then like PlayStation Now has been around for years and years and years, and it's always been game streaming. Like it's always been like there's a fucking big Sony PC that you run shit off of, and it sucks. So and no one bought it.
The big problem is game streaming is like a bad idea because there's latency to worry about. The literal like, if you want game streaming, then just like don't. Like it's just inherently a bad idea. Like, when you're playing something, you feel the latency. And the only sorts of games that would, like, not really matter for that latency are already the sorts of games that wouldn't be hard to put on things like this. I guess like strategy games would be the only exception, but even then it would not feel that good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the biggest appeal for game streaming is not even like not having the hardware, it's like not having the storage. It's like it's meant to be like, oh well, games are fucking like 150 gigabytes now. Like, how do we solve it? It's like you solve it by just like games don't need to be that big.
No, they just don't even bother to like pack.
They don't like it's like they just don't compress shit or like you know, because it's like the game is a bit like, oh, the fucking texture is like so. It's like no one is noticing shit like that. It's like that fucking Forza, like the fucking Xbox thing where it's like Forza, where it's like the grass around the fucking car and like the patch of grass and like the thing around it's so realistic looking. We scanned it from real life, and it's like, cool. Nobody cares about that though.
Yeah.
You're just adding unnecessary like bulk to the game.
I just think personally that every game should do what Xenoblade Chronicles X should do, which is they have the compressed version of the game, then they also have the quick like download more of the game for HD textures and faster loading times. Like there's also the thing where like a lot of the times devs are just lazy, like for Fallout 3 on I think it's Steam, yeah. The reason it takes up so much space is because there's it downloads a version of the game instead of having, you know, different language options. It downloads a version of the game for every language.
Yeah.
I think I can think of another thing. Like the original Titanfall for Xbox. It was originally like fucking 50 gigabytes. It's not a big game at all. It's literally just like fucking.
Wasn't it like uncompressed?
Yeah, it was uncompressed WAV files, and
WAV.
I just find it WAV files. I don't fucking.
It's wave audio is what it is.
Yeah, it's audio files.
It can be WAV or wave. Like WAV is how you should say it. But I think it's people say wave because it doesn't
sound
dark. Okay, wave.
It's because the actual file type is called like a wave audio file. It's like how MP4 stands for MPEG-4.
Yeah. An MPEG in 4 dimensions.
Yeah, there's 4 MPEGs.
I'm getting 4 PEG.
MPEG.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
MPEG 4.
Yeah. Speaking of MPEG, gamers.
Wait, hang on. I just want to say one more thing. Final Fantasy 15 did that as well. Where like if you want to have 4K in the game on Steam, you just like download the 4K pack as like DLC.
Yeah.
And then it's like cool. Yeah, let's get into the fucking meat and potatoes then, I guess, for this episode, huh?
Doing another free. This time it's for games. For gamers. We're
the gamers.
Games. Gamers.
Yeah. Women. No, I'm sorry. This women.
Yes. Okay. No, that's not.
Women, please. This podcast is not for you. There's a big keep out. Gamer at work, blowing stuff up, smashing.
Look, if you're a boy, you have boy smell. You're welcome. But if you're
mastering moves, leave me alone. Do not disturb. That's a poster I have on my door because I'm cool like that. Because I'm a real life Roger.
Yeah, chuck that photo up right now.
Put the picture of me in front of the fucking
yeah, such a great
gamer at work thing up.
Connor's room. Like one of the only prints in his room.
It's like on the back of his door as well, so it's like hiding from you. It's like you open up, like, oh, what a nice fucking like humble room.
Yeah, like
and then you close the door, and then it's just like keep out gamer at work.
Yeah, it's like it's an internal seal. You can come in, but you can't come out. I have 2 things on my walls apart from that. I have one Persona 5 print that's like small size, and I have like a 1930s like, you know, nuclear era like like tiny pinball game, and that's it.
I'm gonna be munching on chippies during the recording, so
it's
sorry if people aren't down for the
sorry if the limp parts are offended.
Cool.
Who's going first?
Yeah, let's get to these game 3x3, shall we?
We need to get through this.
Who wants to go first?
I think Max should go first.
Okay.
I think Max will probably have like the most like quote unquote normal.
I think I don't know. I mean, do we want to do
I have
predictions?
some out there. I have some out there.
I know you would have some obscure ass ones, but do we want to do like some?
I feel like I'm the safe, like the most predictable.
I think you're easiest to read just because like I know what you like.
Yeah, so I think just predict, see a prediction. You know,
I think you will have Night in the Woods. You'll have Titanfall 2.
Yeah,
you'll have probably Bloodborne.
Yep.
You'll have
Dark Souls 3 because nostalgia.
I think you might have maybe Undertale. Maybe.
Hive swap, maybe. It's
Hive
one
swap.
of
Is that even really a game? Is that really?
yes,
It's Skyrim.
Click adventure.
It was Skyrim for nostalgia.
Yeah,
Alright.
Skyrim's good.
All right, are these the predictions?
And
yeah, I'm trying to think.
what's it, Furcadia?
Okay, yeah, you got it right. It's on there.
Yeah,
Is that the one? No, sorry, that's not the thing. Was it Wolf's Home?
yeah, Wolfsheim.
Wolfhome?
Wolfheim.
That's
like
The fucking
some quote gay shit like that.
That's like putting fucking like clubbing with one of your favorite games.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, it's valid, but it's like I'm just like I put like an actual
Holy
game.
shit! The Wolfhome website is fucking awesome.
It's like so. I'm throwing it on screen. It is so fucking like early 2000s. Is the coolest shit ever.
Oh fuck!
Alright,
I'll say this now, but for a joke, I should have put fucking Adventure Quest in.
I fucking love Wolfhome so much.
I should.
Yeah, man.
I should have put Adventure Quest in.
Alright, well, here's the actual 3x3.
Okay.
You were mostly right. You were very it's just very predictable shit. So I got Bloodborne, Sekiro, Titanfall 2, Elden Ring, Doom 2016, Animal Crossing, Night in the Woods, Half-Life 2, and Kingdom Hearts 2.
I would describe this as the r/gamer with a fruity twist.
Oh, come on now.
A fruity twist?
It's
What do you
just
mean?
Soulsborne fan with a furry twist. That's what I would say.
I'm fucking like I don't know. I was like thinking, it's like I was genuinely trying to think of games, and I was like, what's shit that like actually like feels like aesthetically fuels me, you know?
Mhm.
And I just genuinely just thought of these games mostly like for gameplay, but also for like aesthetics and that, and I just really like them.
Okay.
So I just chopped these up. I've went over this several times. Like I've had to redo this like multiple times. Just to fucking just like, do I really want to put that? Am I comfortable putting that in my 3x3? And I this is sort of like concocted like purest formula of that. So Bloodborne, it's a classic 2014, 15. I think it was 15 when it came out. But everyone knows the classic Eldritch horror, like slash classic like Gothic literature, like Gothic horror. I mean. Game with like just like Souls combat, but it was refreshing for the time, considering that it was like just very fast paced for what it is. All the weapons that are featured, it's a small roster of weapons, but you can pretty much take all of them into the late game and still be viable. So much replay value. The aesthetics are just like amazing, just beautifully crafted, just like this world and like in just different levels, especially with the Old Hunters DLC. It's a classic. It deserves a place in there. Sekiro, I think it won Game of the Year for 2019. Am I right about? Yeah. Fucking, it is such a like good game.
Fucking
I know
Elden Ring get this year's Game of the Year as well.
I feel like it will, but
Jeff
like
Keighley will fucking I
don't know. Like I feel I honestly if you said this like. Pick Elden Ring or Sekiro, I'm probably gonna pick Sekiro over it, mostly because like how tight the actual gameplay is and how like consistent like the world is and like how like fluid it is, because it is fucking like tight. It is one of the tightest fucking games you could ever play. Tighter than your I don't want. I was gonna say
your big fat mama's butthole.
Tighter than some. Okay, I'm censoring that. That's why.
What you saying?
Point is, you're just like it's like Ninja Gaiden, like Metal Gear Rising on steroids. It is classic, just like in Souls combat, you mostly there's an option where you can just like you choose to parry a block. Instead of blocking, you can parry, and that can lead into a post. And that the whole blocking mechanic is just replaced with just parrying. So you just like you have to like the whole thing in this, the whole gameplay is to predict enemy attacks, just to break down its posture with parrying, and then just going with the death blow, and it's just one of the most like addictive like gameplay loops ever. I love the setting, it being like in Goku era Japan.
Son Goku era.
Sengoku. How do you pronounce it again?
Yeah, it's Son Goku, dude.
Son Goku.
Sengoku.
Does Goku show up?
You could just say the Warring States.
Yeah.
Does Goku show up in the game?
Son Goku. Does
you
get the legendary?
This is Fortnite. Yeah. But yeah, I love like the late game areas. In Sekiro are just really beautiful. I guess like name it like Mibu Village and that is it's a great area, along with I don't know, I won't spoil the rest of it, because it is like, if you just, a lot of Soulsborne's games is like the wonder just does come in without just going in blind, and that, as you can possibly, but like they just try to go in blind, and it's always just like a wonder to go back into it. I've played the game I've 3 times already. Got the true bad, the true ending, got the bad ending, and I sort of got I haven't got completing the good ending, but I think I'll do it later on. I don't know. Either way, I'm dragging on a bit. Sekiro is a very good game. Now Titanfall 2. I don't know why I don't know why I should have just put an Elden Ring. Should I just go to Elden Ring, or fucking
I mean, you can do Titanfall. I don't mind what order you take it.
I'll probably just do Elden Ring, because I'm just talking about Souls games.
All right.
Yeah, you've got three. Talk about them all.
The third is From Software.
Yeah, I just got 3 FromSoft games on here.
I mean, if you like it, you like it, I guess.
I just feel it's tonally, they're just very different games, and
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, there's no rules. I didn't, I had some rules that I wanted to stick to, and I think Connor as well. But I we set out just pick 9 games that you like, really. So it's they don't. Yeah. It's not like it matters, We're not sitting here oh god.
Could have been a 3x3 of most hated games. It's just a 3 that would be.
Games I hate the most.
That one. Let's do that as another episode.
Yeah, 3x3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do our least favorite anime, our least favorite games. This is good.
If you're doing least favorite anime, I've got some shit I can throw in there. Fucking
least favorite, full stop.
But yeah, Elden Ring came out this year for February. I played it in March. It took me 120 something hours to beat it. Our friend Aiden, he beat it in 50, and was wondering, why the fuck is it taking you so long to beat it? And I was I'm just trying to 100% it, man. And I did. I fought all the bosses. I just did mainly a spell casting spell blade sort of build. I just had the Moonlight Greatsword and that, and just disintegrating motherfuckers. That's one of the most favorite things I love about this game, is that compared to all other Souls games, you can just make yourself just utterly busted in it. There's also a flaw, however, because you can make yourself way too overpowered, where it just trivializes most of the bosses in the game.
It's not a flaw.
It's a flaw, because it's there's a lot of people complain about Elden Ring, is that there's a sort of weird skill things where you're not doing enough damage, where it just becomes bosses like Melania and that just become impossible to fight, because you just get fucked over. But if you level up too much, you're just gonna go and just fucking free shot her, and just the fight's over. But I feel I honestly think after playing through all the Soulsborne, it feels honestly very refreshing to have a game like that, where you just go in and destroy motherfuckers. That's why I did. But to be fair, I did a pretty OP build as well, so it's fair. But I've been playing it again and doing a frenzy build and that, and honestly, it's still very fun. The world is it's literally just Dark Souls, but just open world and that just feels It feels very dynamic. I feel like this is sort of like just in regards to like open world design. It's like I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's like one of like the top ones up there. I'd say with like fucking Breath of the Wild and shit. Honestly,
Sure. I mean, like, I installed the game. I think I've played about 4 hours of it, and then I there's like 3 extra hours of like sitting idle on the menu. So, you know,
yeah.
I don't need it. Fucking, I've tried to play fucking FromSoft games. I just can't be bothered.
It's just like FromSoft games that just require a lot of fucking patience, and it's just like those just drill your fucking head in. Like it's just like
it's just too slow for me. I don't like, no matter like how fast you can build the character, it's like I can't. I want to be able to fucking go fast.
That's fair. I kind of want to go. I want to take it a bit slow with my games. You know.
Yeah, you are a bit slow.
I am a bit slow. Yeah, I have rickets in my brain. No, and but yeah, I feel like Elden Ring. The story is probably one of the most interesting narratives we've seen in a Souls game, which I really do appreciate. It's just like the amount of like sort of entities that exist, the NPCs are all like very great, and that I feel like it's like just sort of like peak character design, especially with like NPCs like Yura and like Blyde and you know Rani. Let's get out of the way, Rani.
Dude, she's so fine.
She's so fine. She's got 4 arms.
My mind.
She's
got 4 beautiful arms.
She's got like you know, you get a lady with like one set of beautiful armpits. You know, I'm already hooked. You add 2 more.
It's just like it's heaven. I'm saying that image of like of her like you know the armpits and that. It's like goo gaga. Not like I want armpits.
Elden Ring universe could be described as armpit
armpit heaven. But fuck yeah, it's just a lovely game. Like the options you can do with it are just endless. The world is just it's just stunning. Even on like I played it on my PS4. You know, it was like even then I was still fucking blown away by the graphics, and that was like I was like sitting there just how is this a game that can run on the fucking console? like legit. I know it barely runs on like on Xbox and that, but like you know fuck Xbox.
Damn. Bold
fuck
words.
Xbox.
Nah.
Yeah,
legit though. Fuck Xbox.
Yeah, fuck.
Don't really have anything wrong with it. I just have never needed to own one because every Xbox game is on fucking Steam.
Xbox. This is for you. Click to the me of click to the video of me sticking my penis into the disk drive. Yeah, fuck you, Xbox.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Elden Ring, good game. I was pretty reluctant to put it on here because I was just thinking, like, should I put Dark Souls 3 on here because I have nostalgia value in that? But like, I just feel like it's subject to change because it was so close between like Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3 for me. But I just have to go with Elden Ring because I feel like it really made an impact with me. It is subject to change, but I genuinely think just the world, the NPCs, the gameplay loop, it just really stuck with me.
Yeah.
So let's go to Titanfall 2. Classic game, classic Max game.
Yeah. I would say if I would honestly go as far to say it's the Max game. That and Night in the Woods are probably the Max games.
Like this, like if you think of Max, you think of A, Titanfall 2, and B, Night in the Woods. Yeah. It's just like
still haven't been past the second chapter.
It also perfectly encapsulates, I feel like, the two sides of Max. Because it's like on one side you have like a AAA like action shooter, and then the other side you have like a little like a tiny like indie furry game about like fucking you know growing
depressed.
up in the fucking
like Midwest fucking America. And,
yeah,
like, being depressed like like it's like two sides, you know. Yeah. I have two wolves inside me, gamer and depressed. Back in the day, I used to be a big FPS player. I loved games like the Call of Duties. I know it's
You
cringe.
don't have to say like back in the day. I mean, fucking, you don't have to like be ashamed of playing FPS.
I'm sort of ashamed of myself because
It's a fun genre.
I just wish I could play better games. I wish I didn't waste so much time on like COD Zombies, but like, yeah, I got too autistically invested in the Black Ops 3 Zombies lore.
It's better than being like autistically invested in World of Warcraft. I'll say that.
Nah, I'd probably. I mean, is it? I'd probably rather be like invested in World of Warcraft and fucking.
You probably save more time though if you're into COD zombie shit, you know.
WoW's
such an involved game.
Legitimately, no. I would completely disagree.
I think you've really underestimated the scope of WoW.
WoW
is like 10 different games in one at this point. The amount of expansions and shit, like
World of Warcraft.
Dude, you do not understand.
Shut up.
I'm speaking! You do not understand being on round 40 for the 15th time on Zetsubu no Shima, trying to like get with the fucking like the wonder weapon, like the fucking root gun, just so you can get like one specific part in the Easter egg. You do not understand the mental torment of doing that over and over and over again. I don't know why I'm talking about Black Ops Zombies.
But I mean, but you don't see, but
Max, you don't understand. There are so many people Max, it isn't even a thing of time. These people schedule their life around WoW. They miss appointments and weddings and things because there's a raid on today.
Yeah, dude, my fucking cousin who plays WoW just like emerges, like all he does is fucking like work at like a fucking servo, smoke weed and play WoW.
WoW is a game.
He comes out of his room when we're like at family gatherings at their house, and he's just like, "Yeah, what's up?" Has a cigarette and then goes back in his room and to play more WoW.
That was a game that never it has an end. Like, it's constantly moving, but it does have an end. But WoW is such a it is like, you know, it's a game that you can never stop playing. It's a game, like, there are so many people online, so many stories of people being like, you know, this guy said he couldn't come to, one of my quote-unquote friends got into WoW, and then I thought it was bad, but after 2 years, he said to my face he couldn't come to my wedding because he had a raid on that day, and I punched him. Like, that's not an uncommon story for people who play WoW.
That's just how big the MMO, like, it's giant. It's not only is it the biggest MMO, like, popularity, I'm pretty sure it has the most content, like, just in terms of, like, scale, and, like, there's 11 expansions.
Yeah, no, by far. Especially because there's still stuff being made to this day.
Yeah, like, it's still
how many
actively
people played WoW Classic? Like, when it came out? Like, it is... it has probably, like, it has been a force in video games since, like, it was the multiplayer video game and still is.
Nah, man, New World better.
I played New World.
Yeah, New World.
You're logging on to fucking New World.
New World.
New World costed money?
Yeah.
Lol.
It's not a subscription game, it's an upfront game.
That's hilarious.
It's really fun on launch, but they decided to, like, I really like the idea of, like, the faction system, like, the PvP is really fun, but they then, like, tried to make it also a game that's like PvE, and then also tried to make PvP, and they just did too much. It's just not good.
Cool, let's get back into Titanfall.
Yeah, Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2. Classic Max video, Tone Saves Universe. How is this all related? Well, it was the old, like, the Christmas of 2016. I got this game along with Battlefield 1, because I was still into, like, sort of AAA titles at the time.
Again, you don't have to, like, be ashamed.
I am.
Like, normal.
It's my trauma, but
I played normal video games that most people play. Oh fuck, I'm so deranged.
How is that any less mainstream than saying I played Breath of the Wild? What makes that suddenly not cringe?
I don't know, because I just like the aesthetic of Breath of the Wild, of, like, cute anime boys over fucking over men with gun for the 15th time for the
Yeah.
We've got a guy with shadow over his face holding big gun to the fucking camera. I don't like.
I get like that Gears of War art style where they all look like fucking like
hate
like
bricks.
little mounds.
I hate fucking fridge people.
Just big mounds of dirt.
Yeah, everything's like brown filter.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, Titanfall 2. I love this game so much. The campaign is like a 6 hour. It's pretty much like a 6 hour story, but it's like so condensely packed for what it is. Like there's like each level has like just a new gimmick, a new little toy to fuck around with. You know, the like pilot combat it's fast. It's like fast paced. You know, just bouncing all around the place. You got jetpack. You're wall running. You're kicking motherfuckers in the head and killing them instantly. But then you get into Titan, and you just like you're slow, but you just like you feel like a fucking tank. You're just decimating motherfuckers everywhere. It's a great game. Like you guys can vouch for it. Like you've played the game. Like
I've beaten the game on like, was it hard difficulty?
Like 3 hours of it. So.
Like but still, like you
like
have
3 hours of it on the
the
stream,
best.
and I was like, yeah, it's fun. It's like
it's a fun game. It's a very
I
fun
had
game.
fun playing it. I mean, I guess like
I think this is actually like for like the campaign. I think this is like the most replayed game out of all of this. I've beaten this like I swear to God like 8 times.
That's fair.
And like I've done it on like master difficulty as well. So I'm just like bouncing around like just like fucking like I was about to say Mr. Bean. I was like Killer Bean, just jumping around.
like Mr. Bean go around killing people as he always does.
Kill motherfuckers.
Mr. Bean going from
That
Mr.
seems like
Bean
they
going-
did like a John Wick parody where like someone would kill Teddy and he'd be like, and he'd go John Wick mode and just start killing everyone.
but he doesn't kill them. He like threw bananas at them. And keep going, and he kills them in like various like eccentric and comedic fashions.
They would end up shooting them with like their own guns and stuff. He'd wacky trick them into fucking dying. They slip on a banana peel and fall in a grenade.
Yeah. Titanfall 2. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the whole story just revolves around your relationship with this giant fucking robot BT. It's classic, story. Just like just like the funny Joker guy with the straight like logical thinking, and they become friends at the end of it, and it's they're always friends, but they just become a very strong bond, and by the end of it, and it's a very heartwarming story. So it's a love, friendship. It's good versus evil. It's a not very complicated story, but it doesn't really need to. It's just about fucking giant mechs fighting each other. I would honestly think it would be just really dumb if it tried to take itself more serious than it actually is.
Mm.
The multiplayer I fucking love. It is my favorite like FPS multiplayer it's ever exist. Like, period. I fucking played the shit out of that shit. I was going in with like the there were so many classes. There's like one, but you always choose like the grappling hook. The grappling hook was the best because you can slingshot yourself across the map.
Grappling hook in FPS games is just objectively good.
Because it like especially the one in Titanfall 2, because it has such a weird like physics engine attached to it, where it'll just take some time before you arriving there, and you can move around a bunch as well. So what people would do is they would just end up like slingshotting themselves across the map, and you just like go like fucking like 90 like kilometers an hour and just fucking like punch someone like and just instantly kill them. And that it was great. It was so fucking fun. Very fun game. Multiplayer I think it's like dead at this point. I think PC pools are like 2,000 players at like a given day. And that's fine, but like console I mainly played on console, and I think console pools are like they're like literally just dead. I think it briefly came back when like Apex.
Yeah, I remember that.
When Apex was blown off.
Apex was sucking cock, yeah.
Yeah, blown cocks of EA, but like, yeah, it was a fucking sick game. I love it. It's I have a bunch of Apex is gay. I don't like the screen shaking it. It makes me sick.
Oh, you turn that off?
You can lower it.
But it's still
you
there.
Can't fully turn it off unless they changed it. But when I downloaded Apex, when it like first came to Steam, and I played the tutorial and then uninstalled it, I was the
Same.
same thing where I was like, it gave me like nausea. I was like,
I
I
agree.
lowered it, but it didn't do anything, and it has the really annoying thing. Granted, I think Titanfall 2 kind of also has this, where whenever you do fucking melee, if for some
Like
reason your entire head like shifts to the side,
Yeah, I know.
it's really disorientating to me. And like, it's fine, but it's like, ugh.
Yeah, overall, I have a bunch. I look, one of my figures is like I got like the Titanfall 2, like like bust of like Cooper and that. So it's like one of my favorite games. It's very dear to my heart. I love you, Titanfall 2.
If they sold
Mwah.
like a fucking $3,000 gunpla of the Titanfall robot, would you buy it?
No, $3,000. No, like you can get the like the fucking collector's helmet for like.
I
cheaper
remember
than
that from Spell Cast.
Yeah, I did actually have that. I just, it was something that I just wanted to like have in like.
Yeah, but it's cool. I like
if
that.
they
I like
made-
when
if
you
they
do the
made-
cool slide.
If they made a $500 figure of Tone, about that.
I probably would.
And
like,
he
Tone,
saved the universe.
I love because Tone was like the sweat fucking like Titan. Like everyone like if you counted a Tone in like a lobby, you'd fucking hate that person because it was just like because the whole gameplay loop of like because like all other Titans had like very intricate like methods of like trapping other Titans and killing them. What you did with Tone is you just shot someone 3 times and then you just shoot just a deluge of fucking rockets at them that have tracking as well. That's all you did. Is just like ding 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 ding. It just like you just like destroy half their health. It was so busted. I would just like, but I end like every game with like 30 plus kills and like fucking 10 Titan kills. It was insane. But like Tone, but I love Tone. It's a cool female robot.
You almost said
Right.
femoid for a second.
I almost said femoid. Yeah, I don't know why I said
That's my
femoid.
gimmick.
I've been on 4chan too much. You know, I like classic femcell robot. She's great. I love her. If there was
femcell lane pilled roboid, yeah.
Oh boy.
fucking words, just nothing. Said no,
Robo-Café.
but like, if there was a $500 figure of Time, I'd probably buy it. I don't know.
Okay.
Too many memories.
Please continue.
Titanfall 2, good game. Now Doom 2016. This is another chop up between Doom Eternal and Doom 2016.
Why did
they're
you?
both-
I'm very curious. What was the?
Yeah, I was expecting you to say that because it's like on like an objective standpoint, like Doom Eternal, like on like a gameplay standpoint, it is just a better game. It is legitimately just a better game. But
The worst.
Here's the thing. I make the rules, but like, I was thinking about it, right? I was thinking about now the times I replay the game, and I was thinking lean more on like aesthetics and that, and what fuels me as a person, as an artist, as a creator, you know. And I sort of, it was a tie. It was a very close tie. If you caught me at a different time of the year, I probably would say Doom Eternal. But as of right now, I'd gonna have to say Doom 2016 because I feel like aesthetically, it's a lot more cohesive than Doom Eternal is. I love it because it just has a lot of very much like a more like darker, more like evil, like satanic.
It's darker.
theme.
It's edgier. Yeah, it's.
I
Shadow
like
the
that. I honestly, I fuck.
It's Shadow the Hedgehog with a gun.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I
Dude,
want
Shadow the
Shadow
Hedgehog
with
is
the gun.
awesome though.
I love Shadow with a gun.
I want Shadow with the gun.
Hedgehog's a good game.
Shadow the
I want
Hedgehog's just
Doom
like
game.
Sonic Heroes, but like a little bit shitter. And Sonic Heroes is like already a little bit shit, but so it's like, but you know.
Shadow
like
the
fine.
Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog is the way I think is just as good as Sonic Heroes because its objective system's like much worse. But you don't have to do the Sonic Heroes combat. You use like guns, which sounds stupid, but I actually like quite a lot and it feels good.
Well, yeah, 'cause Sonic Heroes combat is fucking terrible.
It is probably some of the worst combat.
It's not fun to fight enemies in that game.
It is actively like fuck.
I can tell. Look, you know, The OG chip dip heads remember
Sonic Heroes
fucking
Let's Play.
Sonic Heroes Let's Play that I made one episode of.
Yeah.
I love that video because I open it up. It's like, yeah, sorry I've been away for so long, guys, and I hadn't made a video in like 2 months or something.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my grand return.
Grand return.
Sonic Heroes Let's Play. Please continue.
During 2016, I'll keep this short. I love. I don't know. I don't really have much to say. I just
Okay.
I
Well,
love.
I'm just saying, don't feel pressured.
No, I love Doom. Like Doom's like modern Doom's gameplay is always just very satisfying, especially shit with glory kills and that. Like Doom Eternal does it like exponentially better because it gives you more focus to use like your whole arsenal. But like I don't know.
Up your arsenal.
Yeah, up your arsenal. Up your arsenal.
That's
Then
for
it
Connor's
to your clank.
Yeah, that's for Connor's list, and he's Ratchet and his Clank.
Yeah. But
All
fuck.
the baby girls out there, you ratcheting your clank to me.
What fuck, Doom. Like I feel like
I'm
Doom,
sorry.
like Doom Eternal. Like it can like when I'm playing it, it just honestly can be very stressful to fucking play it sometimes. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I know. It's sort of rich coming from the person that like played like almost all like the fucking Souls games. But I just sometimes just want like a turn your brain off game, and I feel like Doom 2016 is just perfect.
Well, it's because what you go into the game expecting, right? Like,
Yeah, you just fucking...
it's the type of gameplay itself that encourages a certain like type of like how you want to play it. Like, Souls games are by nature kind of methodical. It's like they're not.
You're
made,
expecting it.
Yeah, you're not made to like breeze through it and fucking just like instantly. So,
And
like,
you're expecting that.
you can't autopilot that shit, yeah. And so when you buy like the new fucking FromSoft game, you're like, you know, like what you're going in for. So it's like it makes sense because like,
Yeah.
like I've played Doom. I haven't played Eternal because I don't like. It was like I've played Doom 2016. I haven't like beat it or anything, but I just like I played it because it was like I wanted a game where I can shoot guns and fucking kill demons.
It's fun for that.
It's like the most just like fun, like walk around, kill people FPS.
Because it's like you're just so overpowered in this, right? Like I know,
Yeah.
like you just run it like compared to Doom Eternal, where you're like legitimately just fighting to stay alive, and you just come out of it just screaming, just like I am a legend or something. I am legend, but like
Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith. He's cinemas soon. With Doom 2016, I feel it's a very much like a game. You just come home, you're having a shit game. You just boot that shit up, and you just kill motherfuckers, and then you just feel great.
Yeah,
You feel unstoppable.
Doom was
Like,
like the first game I played when I built my new computer. Fun fact.
That's not a bad choice.
Yeah, because I was like, I couldn't run it on my old computer. I like had it on Steam. I was like,
Wait, I thought every computer could run Doom.
yeah, but can it running Doom on my fucking
No, you
pregnancy
should
test?
have run Crisis, bro. Can it run Doom?
But I want to get into the focal point. Why I also chose Doom 2016 over Eternal is the aesthetics. I love how much more darker it is. Don't get me wrong. I love the neons. I love the new neon in Eternal. But it's like it's darker. It's more gritty. Like all the monsters, all like the enemy designs are like a lot scarier and that. Like it can they're like Doom Eternals it's like classically scary. You know, it's like oh, these are really intimidating motherfuckers. But like in Doom 2016, you see some like fucked shit. Like just like genuinely just fuck like the Cacker demon and like and the Mancubus and that.
Shit demon, the fucking poopo ass dick.
yeah.
But either way, I like also the Summoner. That's a really cool demon design that I fucking love. And they don't bring that back in Eternal. I don't. They replaced it with the Arch Demon. I don't fucking care. It's okay. He's got like long fingers. I get it. He's like salad fingers. I don't care. I want the sexy babe summon that like teleports around and screams at you. I don't care. It doesn't do it for me. It doesn't do it. Anyway,
Get my rocks. What the fuck?
Literally the same person.
From a picture of the summoner right now.
Why the fuck did we both say fucking get my rocks off? Like, we're fucking...
Long ago, my soul was shattered and fused into a young-born child. That child called Banjo.
Insane.
That is a top Robo-Cafe moment.
Yeah, that's going on the Shorts channel. That's going on the TikTok, bro.
Yeah. Alright. June 2016, classic. Animal Crossing: New Horizons.
Yeah, see, now this one was like, come on.
Now this is a real
Look,
game
I like that game as well, right? You know, I have a good 140 hours or some shit in it. You know, maybe a bit less, but it's like, it's not that. You don't do anything.
It's my first Animal Crossing game. I just liked it. It's just another shut your brain off game. I was gonna put Breath of the Wild in there, but I was thinking it's like,
how did that win out against Breath of the Wild?
Breath of the Wild is a better game.
I just felt like I was like I have all these Souls games on here. I feel like I could just
You need to save room for Dark Souls Breath of the Wild. I see.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild said needed to say.
You
put in the Dark Souls the Breath of the Wild Dark Souls. Why don't you put the Dark Souls inspired Breath of the Wild?
I have fucking 360 something hours in Animal Crossing. I just have an absurd amount of time in it, and I just like the aesthetics and shit. I set my town up in a way where I just had all the houses in this little residential area.
Did you create an ethno state?
I had that, and then I started moving them because I didn't like it.
Yeah, I was thinking I was I wish I moved them, and then I was I didn't bother. And then I was
a neighborhood, but
yeah, it's fun. It's it removes a lot of the fucking the gardening shit you could potentially have with that, but I just liked it because I had a little sense of community in that, and plus just more decorations around the island and that.
Well, yeah, because I wanted because I had just a strip of houses because I was yeah, it was easy, but then I couldn't it was just kind of weird looking, and so I started most of them are still there because I don't really play Animal Crossing anymore, but I started moving a couple and giving them front yards and shit because I wanted to my island to look a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
It's a fun game, but it's I can never be bothered committing that hard to it. I was always I wanna make my island like a satanic cult vibe, and I started growing a bunch of black roses, and it was gonna have black and white roses and shit.
I have a game for you.
But it's it was just so fucking annoying to do all that, and I just couldn't be bothered.
Oh, Banjo, there's a game out right now that's a roguelike by Devolver Digital.
I'm not. I'm good.
I'm playing that.
We should do our 3x3 favorite Devolver Digital roguelikes.
Yeah.
I can't play that many. I don't like roguelikes. Stop making them, please.
My favorite Devolver game is Katana Zero.
That's fair. My favorite Devolver game is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the if they published a game I'm thinking of.
Did they publish? You're thinking of big fat booty bitches fighting over food.
Yeah, he's seen a big Mama's House too. The DVD, yeah.
Yeah, all right. No, on to Night in the Woods.
Cuck Connor didn't even get to hear his actual answer.
And they just actually unironically describe me as getting cucked. Get off the internet, bro.
That's cruel. Yeah. Oh, you're right.
I just wanted. I wanted. What game was it?
Ghost Runner.
That wasn't them. I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think.
Ghost Runner it's just Katana Zero, but in first person. It's a lot of fun.
It's great.
Titanfall 2, but
Titanfall 2, but I feel it makes me feel for things.
You look at sex. You look at naked women in Katana.
No, I hacked the game so it showed Google images, and then I looked up naked ladies.
That's awesome.
Naked girl on Google. All right. Night in the Woods. Fuck. This is such a But this is the emotional appeal. This is like the sad, angsty me. This is it really cool, really beckons to me. It's always Night in the Woods for me. It's never a game that I seek out. It's more so a game that seeks out me. Because I always have a need to play it when I'm like feeling fucked up and demented.
I mean, you seek out the porn of it, but
I don't want to I just like appreciate the characters a lot.
You seek out naked bee spreading her pussy cheeks, but yeah, go on.
Okay. Don't out me like this, man.
I'm sorry.
Don't out me like this. I love Bee as a character. I just respect her genuinely, but like, she can't. I'm just gonna move on from this. I'll get to Bee in a second and why I love her and she's epic. But like Night in the Woods is basically, for those who don't know, it was an indie game that got released in 2017. And basically revolves around you, May, the main character, returning back to your hometown, after sort of dropping out of college and that, and just trying to link up back.
Yep.
Yeah, like Yeek. You finish college in Yeek, so May is technically like less strong at it.
But I mean, kind of calling off Yeek.
She's less strong than Alex Yeek, but she makes up for it in character,
Makes up for it and not being Alex Yeek.
Yeah, exactly. But
You're so un-Yeek, Phil.
The whole gameplay loop revolves around you just hanging around with your friends and that sounds like why Max. This sounds so fucking boring. Why would you play this? This is like Persona without the you finding fucking devils.
No, you play with a minigame.
Quite. I've played both. It's not really like Persona, but yeah.
You hang out with your friends.
You're basically given like two options. You can switch between little sections and that. But you're basically given like two options to hang out with the central paths, which is like Greg and like B. I've played this game like a few times now. I've more so often gone back with B because I love her fucking storyline. Very tragic. It's very very depressing, but like she's just a very enthralling and interesting character to dissect, especially compared with the rest of the cast. Greg, he's a classic. He's goofy. He's excited. He's an ADHD brained. He's bipolar as fuck. He's like Kanye, but like, I don't know. Like when you're younger, it's like you choose Greg, but when you're older, your B makes more sense. B.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I don't know. I feel like.
You just described it. There's no, I don't know.
It's not. I don't know. You get also like throughout the game, you meet up with you do some side stuff with other NPCs and that. But the game eventually unravels to be some there's a dark, mysterious cult in the town, and it gets really fucking scary really fast. You're trying to solve all this like murder mystery shit. It's a really interesting, really fun game. It's short. It's like 8 hours for how long you play it, but it's a very good game. It's one of my favorites. I just really love the characters in it.
You really love looking at the image of the characters and fucking striking.
I love looking at a fat May eating a cheeseburger.
Alright, now you just dump that on yourself.
I jumped it on myself before anyone else could
I was just talking about B spreading her pussy cheeks, but go off. I guess.
I dumped the fucking thing, kerosene on myself and lit myself on fire before anyone else can. But I love Night in the Woods. It's like all time. Generally one of the favorites. One of the Max Koseff goated game.
It is the second half of the Max Koseff.
Is second half of the Max Koseff experience. I don't know why I said Koseff, Koseff. It's the second half.
I don't even say your own name right.
Connor's been gaslighting you slowly into saying your own name wrong.
No, it's just how it's just how a certain individual would say it. That's why.
What, PJW?
Yeah, the Kosef household.
All right.
The Kosef household.
Tell me notes about Night Woods. You know,
I've played it. I didn't get very far into it. It's not even that I didn't like it or wasn't in the mood for it. It's just that all I could think of is this is a furry game.
I beat it. I beat it very, like, if I played it properly, I'd probably like remember it a lot more than how I did. But like,
You sped through it.
no, it's actually the opposite. I played like probably the first maybe like third or like 2/3, half, something like that. And then I didn't touch it for like months because like school and just general procrastination. And then I came back to it. So I was sort of like I don't, kind of lost and like not really know what to go with it. But I enjoyed, like, I liked the themes in it a lot, you know, and everything to do with that. I also played it a lot because even before even before you know, we were hanging out with Max, fucking Lockie, who, you know, any OG FFP fans,
shout out to
fans,
Lucky.
I don't know.
Shout out to Lucky.
Yeah, our friend Lockie also really, really likes that game. So he like was sort of big into it, and I was like, all right. But yeah, it's it was fun. It was fine. I like May's design a lot, and like her character is really cool to me.
Yeah.
But like, I would have to play it again to like gain a detailed understanding of it. Is what I would say.
I have a very intense understanding of Night in the Woods. That's sort of hard to unpack here. I would love to do it another time.
Do a
It's fun
lecture.
to do like a guided stream.
I'm already doing a lecture or something else.
I know, but we can do multiple after, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I guess Half-Life 2, classic game. You know, 2004. You know, you're thinking about that. You're with your Gordon Freeman. You got fucking Mike up on the. I won't call him Mike. Like, what's the fucking like the evil doctor, Doctor Bree? Not Doctor Bree. The fucking. Anyway.
Like, Half-Life 2 come out.
I get that.
Yeah, 2004 technically.
No, but I want to see.
Like,
I want to see if it's older than me.
Might be. Good chance.
But I did it on the orange, like a
No,
the
I'm
copy of the
like
orange
a couple months
box.
older than it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is Half-Life 2 older or younger than you? But yeah, Half-Life 2. I think this is really no surprise to anyone that knows games ever. Is just like for the time. It's just like it's still fairly now. It's like a very technically impressive piece. And like gameplay wise, it's just very like dynamic for what it is at the time. Like especially like for like the physics edge. Like you utilize source and like source. What was it again? Like
I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking no.
Yeah.
it was one of the first engines that actually like use like dynamic like physics objects and that and like breaking apart and that. And now then especially like 2004, that was fucking like revolutionary.
Yeah, that's the same as a lot of I just cutting in. I actually prefer Half-Life 1. But yeah, no, both games are basically like technical displays with really good gameplay. What I love most about the Half-Life series is how good their pacing is. They've got such great pacing.
I'm saying like each level and like the content of each level flows so like beautifully in that like a good example is like Water Hazard and like Half-Life 2 and that because you just like you start off in the boat and that and you're just basically you're getting shot at by all these enemies and that and you feel so helpless. You're just sort of like hiding around in all these like canals and that, trying not to get shot at. But eventually by like you being like you start getting hunted by like, a huge helicopter. It starts like raining down like a minigun on you and it's getting really tense. But then and like halfway throughout the level, you get like you start to use that you mount like a minigun on your own boat, so now you can start like actually shooting at the fucking like helicopter now, and it just feels so fucking badass. It's just and it has like one of the coolest tracks on the soundtrack on it as well.
Yeah,
it's such a great scene in that, and out of many other scenes in the fucking game. Also, like all the separate episodes and that they're great as well.
I have played Half-Life Alyx, and I think I like it more, but I haven't beaten it because my PC can run Half-Life Alyx, but it can't run it well. So all the loading times are so fucking long that I could never be like bothered like continuing it. But it's really good. It's really like another game, like sort of game where it's like, this is showing off how good you can make it if, like, how good VR games are if people did that, because that's a big problem because there isn't a lot of good VR games. That's what I had to say.
I just like it as well because like aesthetically as well, it's like very like Eastern European. Alright, but maybe the way I described it was a bit fucking retarded. I love the setting of City 17 so much because you have like all this decaying 1960s like Eastern European architecture, like kind of like sort of like juxtaposed with all this like alien like harsh like architecture. So, like the Citadel, I love the visual of the Citadel so much because it's this massive, just sprawling tower, literally just like ascends above the clouds. You can't even see the fucking top of it. It just sort of this watchful, like just constantly eyeing you down, like at every given point. Like the setting around it as well, like with like all the Metro cops and that, having like the Overwatch chat, like the radio chatter going on. You can hear like pull out specific like voice lines of it as well. That sort of just pertain to like what the character, like, what you as a protagonist is doing at that current moment. It's so like the amount of detail in it. Like there's like full fucking 30-minute videos of just talking about like the fucking like the radio chatter of like the fucking like the stupid like announcer voice and that, and it's just insane. I love Half-Life 2. I love the amount of detail it is. I love the aesthetics. I love what it has granted the genre of gaming as a whole. It is a phenomenal game, and I played it on the Xbox 360 for the orange box.
Yeah.
So
Half-Life 2, that's actually what Romania looks like right now.
I agree.
Yeah. The big fucking like Eye of Sauron and
that's Romania.
That's Romania. Alright, and KH2, I also played this game this year. Thanks to Banjo giving me this game.
Faggot game on Earth.
Faggot game online. I love. I've recently gone into KH2 into the complete polar opposite reason with like why I like why it's not the complete polar opposite. It's just like it's why I like Titanfall 2. It's like it's no it's like what the fuck am I saying? It's like
deep breath.
Take a water break real quick.
Deep breath. Let it go. Let it go. Nah, that's spoilers. Come on.
Alright, Kingdom Hearts 2. I love Kingdom Hearts in general because I just need more like stuff that just like takes itself way too seriously for what it is. Kingdom Hearts is perfect for that, but like especially when like the lead up to Kingdom Hearts 2, just playing like days and like not playing through, watching the cutscenes and like playing like Kingdom Hearts 1 and then
you would not like Days as much as you.
I don't think I like. Look, I like
playing Days. Everyone says Days. Exactly. Days has a great story. Nobody wants to play it.
For a great reason.
But like, I feel like Kingdom Hearts 2, it is like for my like fucking first playthrough of it, I 100%. I just got to like level 100 and that, and like tried to get like all the items before doing like all the like the final Xemnas boss, and but fuck, it was
you can't
genuinely...
get all the items if you don't.
Okay, fuck.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just saying you can't unless you beat Tadhg.
Yeah, you're right.
Because yeah.
Oh no! But fucking like I love Kingdom Hearts 2 so much because the gameplay felt so weighty yet at the same time like so fluid. Like the when you start like gaming the drive forms and that, you just start feeling like a real badass motherfucker. The story is it is always a treat, especially like the world that never was. I love the world that never was as an area. Such a cool fucking world. It's just cool, like fucking cyberpunk city with like just rain and shit. It's epic. I love Organization 13 so much. I love Xemnas. I love Syax. I love Axel. I love all these motherfuckers.
You just want to fuck the characters. This is why I'm.
I don't want. No, this is not.
Because you're just listing sexy boys in a fucking like.
This is not. It's a fun, very fun game. The bosses are fun.
There's no way you like Syax doesn't have a character until like Birth by Sleep, man. The only reason you would like Syax in KH2 is because he's hot.
That's the only reason.
Valid, but like,
Gabe, you're valid.
Sexy motherfucker. He's sexy.
Yeah, it's fine. We just want you to say it.
I like Xemnas.
Not straight out. We want you to say it.
Yeah. Xemnas boss fight is like it is one of the coolest fucking things in like gaming ever. Like it's a 40-minute boss fight of him just going around the city just fucking fighting him like midair and that. It's epic. You just fight him.
You don't fight Xehanort in KH2, Connor.
No, I mean Xemnas. I thought you said Syax.
I said Xemnas. I said Xemnas. I said.
You're cutting out real bad, so that's probably why I didn't hear it.
Sorry, I'm fucking. You probably your audio kind of fucked up. I mean, you're the one that's cutting out here, Connor.
No, but anyway, be quiet. That's all.
KH2, great series. The only players of the series of Ding Dong Julian. It's always a classic.
There's no Shipiphany.
Yeah, Shipiphany.
No, that's KH1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
KH2 has just.
When I think of KH2,
KH2 is a better Let's Play, but I think it's less iconic, I guess.
Like I
like Little Hitler and Shipiphany are what people remember about the
Yeah, but KH2, you got fucking like them talking, like explaining the entirety of Mike and Melissa on that, and that's great. Like fucking
the KH2 Let's Play is like I because I watched all of that as it came out, so like I was like, you know, unlike these fucking posers, I've actually watched Only Play since like mid Ding Dong Julian era.
I'm more of a brain scratch comms guy. No one knows who they are.
You watch a fucking Millennia Thinker.
Yeah,
and extra credits exclusively.
When Eagle, I can't even keep a straight face with saying that. When Eagle dates us in.
I have a Wojak profile pic right now. Dude, put me in a fucking Millennia Thinker video.
That would be a great parody video. I would do that. Okay, I need to learn how Millennia Thinker animates and do that.
Bro, you fucking like, I think Millennia
Move
Thinker.
Photoshop.
Yeah, it's like it's got to be like the babyest shit. Yeah, so you want? I mean, you know.
Yeah, KH2.
I don't want you to, you know, say all the things about KH2. You know, yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking you're gonna have it on your fucking thing.
I don't think you know, all spoilers or whatever. I don't think yes, KH2 is on it.
All right. But I would say
I'm pretty sure that's like the most expected thing of me. So
I'll just say good game, and we'll just end my free by free at that.
Yeah,
I already spent way too long on it. Alright.
That's fine. I'd rather that, because like last episode, when I listened back to it, like the last 3x3, it was just like Connor spent like fucking, I think like 20 minutes or some shit on his, and then like you were like I would spend like fucking, I don't even remember how long you spent, Max, but I spent like fucking good like hour of that episode was just my 3x3. It was like, I'd rather the episode just be longer, but all of us are talking about, you know, actual like very, you know, I don't know, it's interesting to hear people talk about shit they like.
Yeah,
you know, like it's the most basic form of entertainment where it's like it's not like it's not really doesn't have much substance, but it's like fun.
Yeah, it's very consumable.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's yours done then.
Yeah, mine's done. Those are my top games.
Yeah. Do we want to?
I want you to go. I want you to go because that KH2 segues into. I want to hear what you say about it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, I was thinking that as well because we shake up the order because I was last in the last video we did, and we can
Yeah.
All right. Let me send in mine.
Yeah.
Let me just preface this by saying when we made this, I realized that like so I had some rules laid out when I made it in my own head where it's like a lot of the games I like are games in like the same series. Like I play a lot of games. I don't beat a lot of games, and I don't formulate a full opinion on a lot of video games. I watch fucking anime and like movies and shit instead.
That's fine.
So it's like, I had the rules in my head where it's like it has to be a game that I've beaten, and it had to be a game that like I kept it one per franchise. So like, you know, otherwise if I did games like multiple franchises, there would probably be like fucking like 3 or 4 Kingdom Hearts games on the list. So it's like it would just be boring. I also wanted games like, I don't know, that just it's a weird list. All right, I'll just gonna send it in because you'll get some of it, and some of it will be just kind of weird. Okay. So that's my list.
You got F and F on there. You got.
So
this is all like
the only one I don't recognize is Super Cloud
Built. Cloud Built is I'll get to it when I get to it, but yeah, that's a game that I have played before, like briefly around you guys, but it's like I don't know. But yeah, so my list, it's Nier Replicant or Nier 1, then Breath of the Wild, Overwatch, Persona 5 Royal, or just P5, but Royal is like the better version.
Basically the objective.
Kingdom Hearts 2, Pokemon Shield, Lethal League Blaze, Friday Night Funkin', and Super Cloud Built. So like you can tell the bottom 3 were really sort of like weird.
What games?
Like leftover thought was like, what games have I played that I like think that hard about? But like they are valid, and like there's a reason why I like those games, I guess. But it's like but I guess I'll just start from the top left, because like a lot of my games, like a lot of the series that I really am like super attached to are games that I just grew up with. Not to say that they're bad games, but to say that like it like I would probably accept games of a lower quality in some cases of like, you know, I fucking played Dream Drop Distance and shit from KH, because it's like that game isn't that good, but I've grew up with it, so I'll like play anything Kingdom Hearts related. And so that's sort of like why Nier Replicant is there, because Nier Replicant, by all accounts, like I prefer it to Nier Automata, right? And if I could go like multiple games per franchise, I would put Nier Automata on here as well. But like I feel like that game has like Nier 1 has more of an impact on me, just because like my relationship with it, because it's like when me and my sister were really little, we would like watch my brother play a lot of video games. It kind of, I don't know, it was just like a fun thing. He would like call us over and we would just like watch him play like the game he was currently playing. And like just like, and this is when we were like little, like I was probably like 7-ish. And so yeah, I was like 7 when my brother played Nier 1 for the first time on the PS3. That's why I call it Nier 1 as well instead of Replicant, because I remember it as fucking Nier for the PS3, not like the, you know. But I don't know, it's like the story of Nier is like really bizarre, right? Like, obviously it's Yoko Taro shit, so it's like,
you're already not starting out that good.
yeah, but it's like, I think just the impact that everything had, like, is really important to me, because it's like, that game is like the soundtrack of that game was like really influential, and like my whole, because it's not like, it's the thing, right? You know, I don't mean to sound like a hipster, but like I knew Nier before Automata, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I was very well acquainted with it. I remember seeing Automata like trailers and being like, "What the fuck is that, Kaine? I don't get it. Is that Kaine and like Boy Nier? I don't. What? Who was that?" Because I didn't know like the premise of the game.
Yeah.
But like, fuck, I don't know. It's just so fucking cool. Nier 1, like
Nier 1 has a lot of flaws, but I think Nier 1 specifically is the type of game that the nostalgia works best on, because nostalgia works best at removing those sorts of annoyances you have with repetitiveness and like really weird decisions. And Nier 1's, I think the overall Nier 1's strengths are greater than Automata's, but I also think it has way more flaws. And with nostalgia, I can really easily understand why you'd think Nier 1 is better.
Yeah, I think when you're I've played both, right? When I'm playing Automata, I'm thinking generally I'm having a more fun time, like, because a lot of Nier 1 is just fucking running from point A to point B. Like,
and then
the entire first chapter, the entire first chapter, or half the quests are just like fucking, you show up, can you find my son? The son is dead. Oh damn. Or like you go to the thing, you take the quest, and then you come back and say, where is the guy? And then his fucking daughter is like, yeah, he's dead now. And I get that's like thematic, like that's the reason. It's because it's like obviously
but it's
intentional.
Just constant.
But yeah, it's so on the nose that it's kind of funny.
Like, it's not even like varied deaths. They all die the exact same way. It's always tragic, and it becomes funny.
Yeah,
it becomes just genuinely like actually hilarious.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, it's also because so the whole first part of the game you don't have fast travel for. And even when you get fast travel, you still have to go to like the designated like fast travel points to be able to do it. So there's still a lot of different running from different areas. And also 100%ing it is so grindy, because you just have to like farm the fucking machines in the like old factory until you get like the incredibly rare like drops. Like even with the, you know, better drop shit, it's so hard. But like I think the story to me is more interesting than Automata, just because like Automata is good, like it's very good, but like one, nostalgia, but also like some of the characters, I feel like it's a lot more like, obviously, right, the whole thing with like all the characters dying all the time, it's kind of the same in Replicant, where the game is by nature tragic. Like it rides on tragedy, is its like whole thing. And so like Emil as a character, he was like always my favorite fucking dude ever, especially since, you know, I remembered like the version of Nier 1 I ended up playing was the remake, because I never got around to it until like last year. But
getting PS3s fucking suck.
Yeah. But like I you know, especially since Boy Nier wasn't in my life until last year, so there wasn't like a cool anime boy for me to be like, whoa. So like Emil was that. But also just Emil's like whole character is so like, it's especially like having Automata as a context for him is like really, he's such a tragic character, which is like something you would never know if you played just Automata. I feel like you would sort of get that there's hints, but you wouldn't know exactly like why. I mean, granted, you probably also need to do like homework to fully understand Emil's character, like his backstory before Nier 1, but like I don't know, just like I don't want to get into too big of spoilers, but obviously like he loses his body, right? Like, and so that's a whole thing with, I don't know, his character. His design is also great. I mean, like the fucking skull is the coolest shit, and the fucking Kaine is like fucking, you know, cool. I don't know.
She's so
Kaine, not even like obviously nowadays I can recognize that she's sexy, but like when I was little I didn't even know. I was just like, Kaine's so awesome.
She's so cool.
She's sick. That's why I like A2 the most in Automata as well, because she's just like Kaine again. Like, but
Kaine seems like it could also just the girl from Drakengard 3, but again.
The Nier came out before Drakengard 3.
Oh.
Nier I don't think Yoko Taro even wanted to make Drakengard 3 as the whole thing. That's why he did, because he didn't want like the game to be bad, but he considers Nier to be Drakengard 3, like the true Drakengard 3. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say much. Like, I don't want to spoil too much, or like, but like, just the game itself is really, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of special things about that game that are really annoying to play, and I'd love to replay it, but I need to fucking figure out how to like. I need to fucking back up my saves so when they get deleted again, I don't lose everything. But you know, just how it is, I guess. Yeah, and then what? Then there's Breath of the Wild. I don't know. It's Breath of the Wild is like a lot less interesting, I guess, than Automata to me. It's like it's just a really fun game.
It's like, also a very pretty game as well.
Yeah.
Like
it's probably the best open world game, I would say.
Yeah, like, it's just being able to like play it and like especially not have to think about stuff too much. Like I put stuff into the background to a lot of things because that's why I don't play games, because like the focus that's required in some of it.
Yeah.
So it's like
Breath of the Wild is
game
great.
just running around and just like being able to like listen to a fucking podcast or like music and just like exploring like a really big like pretty world and stuff.
Breath of the Wild is great. It's like you fucking like
fuck you for making Xenoblade Chronicles 2 would be the best game of all time if you didn't fucking steal the developers because they're so good. Fuck off. I'm still mad about that.
I cry about it.
I am. What do you think this is?
Well, does Xenoblade have Prince Sidon or okay? I don't know why I fucking.
Xenoblade
my mindset go back to boy. I'm sorry, my mind.
Xenoblade does have an attractive fish man. He's a yeah.
No,
he
but
makes delicious treats.
But I don't want Link fucking speaking in a British accent, dude. You know, like.
You don't like I.
Alright, you, I'm fucking Link, yeah? I'll fucking shank you, yeah?
Like, it's gay.
This potion is
I'll break your fucking legs, you fucking...
This potion
it's all the Ganon, Ganon, it's like...
That fucking... Oh, fuck, what's this? The town, the fucking Kakariko village over.
Yeah.
Trying to fucking Kakariko village, as a Link, brings you your fucking legs, your fucking legs.
I love the areas. I didn't bring this up earlier. Breath of the Wild. There's like I love how like the areas are very nice. Like, it has a very distinct feel to them. I know it's like going off the back of like older like Zelda games and that, but still, it just feels very nice.
It's just it's just fun. Like when you get into it, it's just like the most. It's like such a like it's why I wish I liked Elden Ring, because like a big open like explorative world like that is so fucking fun to have.
I know. I
think you would like it. You just don't want to put in the effort.
Yes.
Exactly.
You're correct. Yeah.
Put in like the 2 hours it takes to really get going.
Yeah, that's gay. Breath of the Wild, you fucking start in a tomb and you walk around. That's it. You're in.
Yeah, and plus you're cute.
Yeah, and you're an awesome, cute little anime boy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's a great point. The fucking Gerudo village.
Yeah,
dude.
I was about to say.
Fucking peak gaming. Are you kidding me?
I did Gerudo Village like on like instead of like the second thing. I went from Mifa to like the what was it? Urbosa, yeah. And then I went.
These nuts.
Nice.
And then I went to Gerudo Village. That was probably one of my funnest experiences in gaming. Just running across the fucking desert, just trying not to die and shit.
Yeah, well, that's why I like it as well. You can attack it at any route. Like, it's so but like it's so stupid, but it's just you can like if you want to take it a certain way, you just can. Like fucking there's a thing, if you never went and like saw Impa and you just like end up getting to like one of the like Divine Beast like towns, there'll be like there's like an added thing. Do you know this? There's like an added like monologue by Zelda that like explains the lore to you, because they like expected people to like just do that.
Yeah, it's not on my list, but the reason why I appreciate the game so much is there are like complaints I have with it and places it could be better. Like for example, like it's plainly obvious that some areas of the game got a lot more attention than others. Like compare the Sand Village and that like the desert area compared to like the other areas is kind of like there's a lot less content there. But what I appreciate the most is you get as much as you put in. Like if you want to play the game like super like snooze mode, don't want to have to put in any effort whatsoever, then you can. But if you want to like say climb Death Mountain without ever like doing anything, then you also can do that. Like you can climb Death Mountain without any gear or equipment.
That's the funnest shit though. It's like you're just trying to barely survive. And just using all the cooking shit. It's like, oh, how do you need to find these fucking materials just so I can live for 5 more minutes?
You can. One of my favorite videos by fucking one of my favorite things is no pause menu.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I think the weapon break mechanic is fun because it just encourages you to use a bunch of weapons.
I honestly like don't have an opinion on it. It's like I guess it's fun because it's like when you get like a random drop of like really good shit and you'd be like, oh fuck yeah, and then you get to
I think it's just because the inevitable fact is the game is at its most fun when it forces you to like put in effort, but also it knows that a lot of people don't want to put into the effort. So it allows you to get powerful stuff, but it doesn't allow you to keep it for long.
It's just, yeah.
Like there's another game that's really similar to it, which is Immortals Phoenix Rising that I really like. But its main difference is the game doesn't give you everything at the start. You have to earn it, but once you've got it, you kept it, and it feels very different. I'm most interested to see where they go with the sequel, because if you get traditional like dungeon items, that means that there would be a lot like gentler power curve, because you get basically everything you need at the start of the game, and you can immediately go and get the best sword and everything. But
yeah.
Well,
anyway, that's Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
It's popular for a reason. It's like it's a really good game. Like
I think our art teacher's kid, they played like 1 billion times when they were like 5.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Well, yeah.
Sick.
So, Overwatch.
Yeah.
Sick game.
It's good.
Yeah.
Overwatch is on here because like, I ain't beaten that many games, so like I had to think of a game that I realistically just play a lot, and like it isn't, it's like the only FPS that I've ever actually gotten into, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like properly gotten into. I've played others. Like I like Doom, like 2016. I like a Medieval. And like some other shit.
I've been planning to play a Medieval.
It's made in New Zealand. I learned, which is cool.
I did not know that because it's part of the in the same way that Devolver Digital pumps out roguelikes, New Blood pumps out fucking goats and also retro FPSs.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I like it, but like Overwatch is probably the one game that I've truly like. We all still play it, I guess. So it's like.
Yeah.
It's like not the popular fucking as popular as it used to be, but it's just like really, really like fun. It's like it never stopped being fun to me. I think because like it so different in a lot of ways to other FPSs, where it's like you don't really have to worry about like ammo You don't have to worry about like what like choosing different guns and stuff. Like that's why, you know, I can't play the fucking Valorant or like CS:GO and shit. Because it's like those are well, CS:GO isn't, but like Valorant, it's like that's a character-based shooter, but it all kind of feels samey because they're all made to fit like the same hitbox and do like the same thing with the same guns, and they just have like a slightly different ult and a couple abilities. Overwatch is like, obviously it has a lot of TF2 influence, but like
basically TLDR, we were too young for TF2. TF2 is fucking old.
TF2 is fun. I mean, like I know.
Yeah, but we're too young to get into it, is the thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just TF2 is like, to me, it's quite different. I feel like, you know, I mean, maybe it's just because I want to fucking stroke Overwatch as a dick, but it's like, it's not even that I think it's like peak game, the greatest thing ever. It's just like, the gameplay I feel like is it's like obviously heavily inspired by TF2, but it's like, TF2 is more about the shooting and like the movement and stuff. Overwatch is kind of like a MOBA in first person. Like it's very much team based, which to me is really interesting.
Yeah, because my problem with MOBAs is that they are intensely like there is one way to play MOBAs. There's one way to play every character, and they give you all my main complaint with MOBAs is they give you all these options about, you know, you can build your character this way or this way or this way, but there's only one option to actually like play meta. For an Overwatch, they don't give you that, which I appreciate. Like, you know, you can buy all that shit in like Dota or whatever, but there's only one proper way to build your class.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think I like Overwatch for its lack of complexity in a lot of regards like that. It intentionally keeps its gameplay quite simple.
I think its complexity comes from its interactions instead of from its base mechanics.
Like, I just mean like there's not much to learn. Which it's really makes it, I think, really accessible compared to some other things.
My thing is like, you know, like one character themselves are simple, but each interaction, each character can have builds on complexity. Like, you know, one character is simple, one character versus one character that's a bit more complex that you have to learn. You know, or 1v2 or 2v2 becomes even more complex to the point you become in a team-based game and you've got almost infinite complexity. It all starts from that very simple point of that one character.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, facts. Yeah.
Are you picking up my cock and putting down?
I was sort of phasing out a little bit. I'll be fully honest with you, but look.
I thank you for saying that. I respect the fact you actually fucking had the gall to say that to me.
I was just sort of zoned out. So, but like it's
you're always zoinked on the fucking boosh.
Yeah, I'm on fucking I'm on that wacky tobacco, you know, I'm getting blazed. Yeah, Overwatch, I think it's also that, and like the memories I have attached to it is like really cool. Like in its peak, I was like playing it a lot. I played it a lot with like friends, and like we're like 14 and shit. Fucking, you know, I watched a lot of the YouTube videos by it. Fucking Zilbrad and Muselk and shit when they were doing that was fucking that was dude. The newest Zilbrad was always my favorite. You know, Aiden, he said, I think Aiden was more of like a Muselk Bazza kind of person. I think he didn't like how sort of fucking weird Brad was, but like I don't know, man. I like Brad. He was a little bit just like psychotic, I feel like.
I love that psychotic energy, but I love it.
Yeah, he was cool. He also claimed to be Bastion main and then never played Bastion in his videos.
I respect that.
But like Bastion at like the start.
He played Bastion, yeah. It's like, but it's it's like how Muselk was kind of like he was like a Zen main at the start and then stopped. But like, yeah, it's just good, you know. Plus, Overwatch has Brig.
exactly.
Not even just Brig, just the characters themselves. Like, really.
Overwatch is some of the fucking best characters.
I love the characters in Overwatch. Lucio is one of my favorite characters. Not even just design, but also everything about him is like perfect to me.
It's just a fun character.
He's so. I love Lucio.
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 Have some Lucio. Oh.
I love
Would you buy
shout out to like boosting across Ilias in like on the well area. It was Lucio. Shout out to Wool riding the well. Shout out to getting hit by taxi cabs.
Shout out to fucking Reddit Lucio's shout out to Reddit Lucio's fucking spawn camping the enemy team and then dying.
Shout out to Reddit Lucio's across the world.
Shout out to everyone who saw that fucking DSP Stanky video and was like, I can do that. And then they can't do that.
Shout out to Too Mad for making Nerf Lucio, and then everyone watching that as well. Shout out to
Overwatch era Too Mad.
Yeah, shout out to current era Too Mad now that just sort of just makes weird shit, but you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I
better.
do think Overwatch 2 is better. Quick.
I mean, and the state Overwatch is now, Overwatch 2 is, you know, refining a little bit from the beta at least that I played. I had fun with it, but
I wanted to like say
I like Push a lot. Push was fun.
Yeah, I like when they steal the good things. More people should do that. More people should just steal things that are good.
I want the campaign to like, they don't say like the game's launching in October, but they haven't said anything about the campaign.
Holy shit, it's launching
it's launching
October?
It's like launching in early access, but like it's coming out in October. But like only you know, I don't know. I'm scared for Overwatch 2 just for a couple of reasons, I guess. Not like the gameplay I think is more fun, but I hate battle passes. I really do. It sucks that the game is going in that direction. I know it's like how you monetize fucking shooters nowadays, but
I think it's better. I personally think it's better than loot boxes.
But like the thing is, the loot box system, like people say, oh, it's the gambling thing. The battle pass is like worse to me because like you're constantly paying to have access to be able to unlock stuff, you know, because it's not just like a one-time purchase. So you get a thing, you have to pay for a battle pass every season.
It's a subscription.
But it's not. I don't want to pay monthly to play Overwatch.
Yeah,
I bought the game. I prefer just buying the game and then having it. I know it's like loot boxes. I don't like loot boxes either, but also like just stop caring about skins that much, right? Like I don't like loot boxes that much. I'm also probably I have the benefit of having played for years, so it's like, well, you know, the events come and go every year. I can get the fucking, you know, I have all the skins I want really, but like it's just I don't know if I want to pay for an Overwatch battle pass. It's like it seems fucked up to me. I also like I don't know what's gonna happen. I have like 10,000 fucking Overwatch credits, you know? I don't know will they just be void? Will they transfer over?
You gotta liquidate them. You have to.
Cause like I don't want. I mean, I hopefully they'll transfer over. Maybe they'll be. It just sucks. I fucking hate the Fortnite fucking monetization thing. It sucks. It's shit. It's so bad. Like I hate that fucking everything has a battle pass now. It's so dumb.
Fortnite and its consequences.
It's not fun. They're not fun. They're like Overwatch isn't a game I want to be playing a fucking 24/7. It's a game that I'll play like every day for like a week or two and be like, I'm having fun, and then like, you know, leave it for a bit. Like I don't want to have to be like constantly grinding on Overwatch.
You want to be constantly grinding on men.
Yes, I want to be grinding on fucking on McCree's fucking lap hog, but like
yeah, exactly.
I don't want to be. I don't know. It puts a sour taste in my mouth. I mean, Blizzard sucks ass anyway, so it's like
I'm just hoping they do better now once they get new management, but I don't know how well they'll respond to that.
Yeah, I just.
But even then, the problem really isn't like any individual person. It's the fact that basically the entire board needs to be replaced, and that will never happen.
Yeah, but I think Microsoft really wants to do it because like they want to make themselves look like the kind of the hero, you know. They're like, yeah, guys, we fixed Activision.
I should play like Diablo.
Hmm.
Like one of the old ones, you know.
Diablo Immortal or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, the iPhone.
I saw an ad for that and I laughed.
You guys don't have phones?
You guys don't have phones?
Also, that's the other thing for Overwatch. Motherfucker, I think I read a thing that they're considering like $40 fucking mythic skins. Go fuck yourself. You know? Blizzard and free-to-play shit, from what we've seen, is fucking just dog shit. So it's really, really tough. But you know, as it stands, Overwatch 1 as a game for its gameplay and its lore and characters and everything is good. That's why I put it there.
Okay,
Persona 5 Royal is on here because it's not. I've beat P4 before, I think, as well, but I like. It's not my favorite Persona game, but it's like I haven't beaten Persona 3 kind of thing.
Yeah, Persona 3 is the game. Persona 3 is definitely like the one on the list that is the one I want to love you, but you're making it really fucking difficult.
Yeah. Like Persona, you know. I played P3 when I was like really like young as well, so it's like.
Do you remember the Persona 3 stream?
Cool. That's like one of the few stream VODs that's still up on my main Chip Dip channel.
God.
But like,
classic.
No, cause like my brother gave me and my sister a fucking PS3 PSP with Persona 3 Portable on it, and we were like fucking 8 years old or some shit, which is not the age where you will fully understand Persona 3, but I thought the main character was badass because he had cool emo hair, so I didn't care.
That's facts, those facts.
But like, you know, I guess to get off of P3, you know, P3 is like the better story, but the worst gameplay kind of thing. I think I said it. I was literally listening to last week's episode, and I literally said it on that episode. Persona 5 story fucking sucks, and I still kind of stand by that. It has some great moments, and it's engaging when you're in it, but the payoff at the end is just kind of
the end
cliche and boring to me.
Yeah, it's the most like what is the most generic out of the all the interesting ways we could possibly go.
Yeah. I also like the theme, like the general motif for P5 is just not as interesting.
Not as strong.
Like the whole like reach out to the truth shit in P4 was fucking just
especially
like
my
murder
favorite
mystery part of that game is just really fun.
Yeah, but especially the fact that I really like themes that you and the player has to agree with because you as a player have to, you know, reach out to the truth. Like you have to actively go out of your way to solve everything and accept what's going on.
Well, that's the thing. That's why it works so well in P4, because the whole thing with the shadows is like accepting personal truths, but then the main thing of the game is also, you know, I mean, this has been said a million times, but like the whole thing of the game is finding out the truth of who is killing people and stuff.
Yeah,
it's a genius,
and that's not only a truth you have to figure out, but a truth you have to then accept.
Yeah.
It's Nanako.
Yeah, I mean,
she poisoned the water supply.
Yeah, Nanako was putting fucking she made
the chemicals in the water.
She made chemicals, put them in the water, and all the Inaba people went cray cray.
Yeah, Nanako chucking Ebola grenades over the people's houses.
Yeah, but like I don't know.
I mean,
it's funny
I think how P5 should have ended is you as the player should have had to give up control.
How Persona 5 should have ended. New Haishi upload.
Shut the fuck up. I will actually murder you. I will kill you, Stan. I will kill you. I will kill you. I will kill you.
Batman and Superman show up in the diner. So was Joker,
You should have actually had to, like, free the, like, the idea of a game ending because you you should have to choose to like put the game down and stop interfering with these characters' lives and give them free them.
Yeah.
I think that would have been the best way to at least do the theme.
It was just a really cliche way to end it. Like, the theme, while it's kind of boring, can work, but like they ended it with just sort of like the fucking dude who, it's like, so much of that game is like, it's like, yeah, fucking rotten adults and all that shit, and it's just not that interesting. It's like, it's just fucking Ryuji complaining about adults. And then the bad guy is the big, like, the most adult of all, a politician.
Yeah.
And then he becomes, and then fucking, God comes out, and you like, yeah, huh.
The biggest adult of all.
Yeah, like, I'm not like other girls, and then you shoot him in the head, like.
Yeah, that should have been the very start of the game, but then immediately you find an adult who you get a very clear picture of why they became that way, and then like, it settles it out, and it's more like, I understand how people end up like this, and then it should go someone who you think is bad.
Well, that's
and
sort
then,
of the third semester.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that should have been immediately the second dungeon, and then the third one should have someone who you think is bad, but actually turns out to be trying a good thing, and you ruin it.
But I mean, with the third semester in Royal, they do sort of contextualize.
Yeah, but I'm saying that should have been. Yeah, that's because the third semester is the best part. Because
it's not the best part, but it's pretty good.
It expands upon the best themes.
But like, I don't know, to get to why I actually like Persona 5 instead of fucking
hate it.
It's like,
don't worry,
the game is the most fun Persona game to actually play.
Yeah,
its gameplay is it's so like, it's a lot more open than the other two, P4, while it gets more open than P3, also has those retarded fucking side quests that I fucking hate.
No. You telling me you hate fucking Disco Kid? Funky Kid?
Yes, they suck.
Funky Kid is
the Funky Kid's fine because his quests are easy. You just answer a quiz. I'm talking about the other stuff where it's like,
hey, can you get like 2 wooden boards for me so I can make a new desk because my dad abandoned me?
It's so bad. It's like P5 just keeps it simple. It makes it modernizes the formula a bit. It makes the fucking battle gameplay is the best it's like the series,
Plus it looks so fucking good.
Yeah, P5 the style of the game is fucking gorgeous. It's like, the characters, while probably the weakest in at least the 3, 4, 5 franchise that everyone has played, are still good.
Yeah.
They're not great. I mean, this game has Dikemi, which is, a big plus for me.
2 points up.
But like, it's still, they're engaging, and there's some really good standout characters in that. Akechi is one of my favorite characters in the series. Again, so is Dikemi, but that's, just sort of waifu bias. Yusuke is one of the funniest characters, I think, in the franchise. Such a lovable autistic,
Don't you prefer kid you like the last social link unlock, which is kid you have to do the tutor job for, and then he cheats? I'm sorry, P4 spoilers. Yeah.
I'm talking about P5.
Yeah, but I'm saying like,
no, the tutor guy fucking sucks. P5 does have the better kid social link, which is the arcade kid. But P3 has the better kid social link, but that's because it's part of the main story, which is fucking Death Kid, Like, of course that's gonna fucking be more important because it's like actually main plotline shit. That's why Akechi is so good, because he's
and that's why
his shit is main plotline. That's all the best characters in Persona are characters that are affected directly in the main plotline, because they have like, they don't have to be super like open and be like, oh, what point will you be up to when you do this link or whatever.
Yeah, because you could technically grind this shit out.
Yeah, you could do Ryuji at like the fucking like last few months if you wanted to, but like, That's it's why Junpei is like the best dude bro in the fucking series, and like
no, Junpei is the best dude bro because he's such a fucking Junpei, my beloved.
Yeah.
Why is there? I have two characters who look. There are two Junpeis who I love who look almost exactly the same.
Lol.
That's from the main character of Zero Escape is called Junpei.
Yeah.
And he worse than Sigma. I mean, come on. Fujikoshi does make some fucking fantastic characters.
Yeah.
Shout out to Uchikoshi.
Yeah, but I guess I don't want to linger on P5 too long because it's like everyone knows it's a good game. It's like it's not super controversial to say. It's not my favorite. It's honestly, I've gotten close to beating P3 before. Like if I had like beaten that game, I would have put it there instead. Because like while the gameplay is a lot more archaic, the story is top notch. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2. Again, it was on Max's one.
Yeah. Do you have anything more to add?
I have a lot more to add.
Yeah, it's like
Kingdom Hearts 2 is by all accounts my favorite game of all time. It like without any competition. It's the game I've replayed the most out of any game. It's the game that I will always come back to. It's a game that if I'm like super bored and just in the mood for it, I'll just like over like 2 or 3 days just like knock out a fucking playthrough of it just because I feel like it. It's a game it's very beloved to me. And it's so stupid that it is. Like again, it's similar to Nier where it's a game. Kingdom Hearts is like that. Anyone who is genuinely really into Kingdom Hearts got into it when they were super young.
It's just like all those losers who do the same but for like Mario 64.
Yeah, exactly. It's
just nostalgia.
But it's like but it's actually a good game unlike Mario 64. Mario 64 can suck my fucking nuts. Sunshine better anyway. But like
have you beaten either?
No, but I've played more of Sunshine. Yeah. Fucking Kingdom Hearts 1 was a game that I watched my other brother play, not the one that played Nier, but my other older brother. And then I was like, "Whoa, he's so cool!" Like to Sora, I was like, "Oh my god, he's the coolest dude on earth." And then I saw him play Kingdom Hearts 2, and I was like, "Holy shit, he's even cooler." And so like one of my core memories is watching my brother do the KH2 Beauty and the Beast boss fight, like where the like big Heartless is on the chandelier.
Yeah.
And he dies and you get like the Mickey Mouse thing and then like the Mickey, rescue thing, and me seeing that and like being fucking blown away. I was like, holy shit, now no way you can play as fucking 2 characters in this game. Because already before that I'd watched him do the Roxas segment and I was like, holy shit, they got a whole fucking 3rd character. It was the coolest shit. So then, like, I got, like, an old laptop that my dad didn't use anymore and fucking emulated KH1 on it when I was, like, fucking 8 or 9 or some shit. Got stuck on the Ursula boss fight and never beat the game until, like, fucking 2 years ago or something. But, like, yeah, Kingdom Hearts is obviously a series, like I said, if I could include other games from other franchises, I would probably include Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 3 on here as well. But KH2 is it's such a well-made game for its time, and I feel like it's really hard to get people into because it's so, like, I feel like there's an element of like goofiness that Max appreciates it for. I take this shit fully, like, unironically, It's like, like, the fact that the game fucking, like, a core character is Mickey Mouse is not, like, I'm just used to it at this point. I'm not, like, it's like, people who see that will say, this is fucking stupid. And I have to look at that and be like, oh yeah, this kind of is, but, like, I'm so used to it that I don't think about it.
I literally have that exact I literally have that exact sort of thing on my list as a separate thing, and I know literally exactly what you're talking about, like word for word.
It's like it's so
something
dumb
that seems like
forget.
confoundedly stupid, and yet everyone's like, "What the fuck? How could you possibly take this seriously?" And you're just like, "What?
Yeah. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean, fucking Goofy dying? It wasn't the most heart wrenching fucking moment in gaming.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, the Mecha Goofy reveal is because it makes that retroactively so much worse.
Yeah, well, that was the Goofy replica shit was just fucking that kind of it made it kind of, I don't know. It was such a weird turn, but like, you know.
I appreciate it. I know. I have that exact feeling towards KH because I'm, as an autismo, I have great appreciation for things that have a lot of lore. And KH is one of those games that if you're the sort of person who like wants to troll through a Wikipedia page, or like who loves like playing obscure games for like obscure shit to learn more like information. It's a really fun experience.
Yeah, well, that's why Nier is good, right? I mean, Nier is just Kingdom Hearts, but like people don't, it doesn't have Disney, so people don't see it as cringe. But it's like, I don't, everything about Kingdom Hearts 2 was like the perfect game for me. Like the era of Kingdom Hearts it was in, where like there was that it sort of encapsulated this like perfect kind of like edgy era of KH when like the organization was still this super like mysterious entity and we didn't like know who Xehanort was, and like all of this like it was so like engaging to follow that, like especially with like the, you know, if you, depending on what route you take it and stuff, it's like it's it just like it encapsulates that perfect like 2000 mid 2000 like era of not just KH but I guess like media in general.
Like specific, I think it is the and if you look up like greatest games of the PS2 era, KH2 always comes up as number one, and I feel like it's such a good representation of that sort of game.
But I feel like people probably consider other games not as the number
one. No, every list I've looked at actually listed as number one.
Nah, I think that I think you're biased.
But the KH2 was incredibly popular on the PS2.
Of course, KH2 is a great game, but I feel like it's not, people don't consider it as like, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, it's like it's fucking the Roxas shit as well. Like, yeah, the Roxas fucking prologue is like so interesting to me. I really enjoy playing it whenever I do it. That's also because like I know all the roots and shit to it, and Roxas is one of my favorite KH characters. But like, you know, it's like the drive forms were the coolest fucking thing. Like they've never gotten better than the drive forms. I don't know why they went with like the birth by sleep approach for KH3. I find it so much less interesting. I love being able to pop a drive form whenever you want, and like having that, it's just so like less like fucking engaging when you like fill a meter, like the combo meter birth by sleep style. Birth by sleep's good, but like it's Birth by Sleep was when the sort of newer style of Kingdom Hearts started sort of fading in, which was like expanding the lore and getting a little bit less edgy, a little bit more like just like world buildy. Kingdom Hearts 2 to me feels like super, it's just because it throws you around fucking everywhere, and like it's just a constant fucking like edge fest, and it's legitimately the thing that's probably inspired me the most in life, period. It's probably like, you know, favorite piece of media ever. It's like, to me there is no flaw except for the gummy ship. Gummy ship's mid. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's just
better than KH1 gummy ship, I can say that, but that's not
not very much.
It's also because there's so much to do in Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix is such a fucking packed
so much
game.
Shit.
Because it's like there's so many extra bosses. There's so much like extra, like there's all the like Hades. There's all the fucking Olympus cups. There's all the like items to get. There's all the puzzles. There's all the fucking like
Mushroom 13.
Yeah, there's the Mushroom 13, which fucking they're all fine except that one outside of Jensen's tower can suck my ass.
Yeah, I remember you having a fucking mental breakdown from that one.
You actually like sounded like you were going to like.
It's
you
fucking
yelled at me.
RNG based. It's so gay.
You were like,
I've done it.
oh, like you're like, yeah.
Yes, it sucks. It's not fun. It's so bad.
Like this thing, no.
Yeah, it's like the perfect game. Sora's design in that game as well is peak. Like not just Kingdom Hearts, but just anything. Riku's design in that game. Oh my lord. That is the like coolest. I think the coolest design in Kingdom Hearts is Riku's Kingdom Hearts 2 design.
Like I always think of KH3 Riku with the car key.
Yeah, with his fucking checkered shorts and his car key keyblade. Yeah,
and it's like, dude.
No,
Riku
looks like shit in Kingdom Hearts 3, but you know.
But like, I don't know. Can we just go back to when like Riku was like sexy?
I mean, when you put it into context, it's actually a big deal. I don't want to sound like a fucking KH nerd, but it makes sense because like Riku as a character has grown a lot more than like Sora has. Like Riku, like fucking, you know, like all of his like Chain of Memories, like day shit is like that's sort of like had to make him the biggest edgelord, but like as sort of like Dream Drop Distance especially, really. I don't know. I it's a shitty design, but I do kind of like that they changed this sort of whole vibe of Riku, because like he is kind of like a lot more grown up now than he once was. He was always sort of the voice of reason, but like, you know, obviously in Kingdom Hearts 1 he was like this little fucking rat edgy child, and then like Kingdom Hearts 2 he was just kind of like shows up, is sexy, has a keyblade. And now he's like, now because he's like a Keyblade master, he's a lot more mature and sort of like methodical and like well thought. I don't know.
He grew up.
Yeah, Nomura could have done a better job with his design and his ugly ass Keyblade, but like I do like that he became a little bit more. He visually kind of represents the more mature Riku now. But yeah, I don't know. I can gush about this game forever, so I guess
I think Riku is the heart and the soul of the series.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's that thing with David Gallagher. He said, he said Riku is a sexy guy, and all the gamer girls are really gonna like him.
I love that fucking.
That's a great clip.
I always think of that.
Because he's so right. In Kingdom Hearts 2, Riku is a fucking sexy guy, and all the gamer girls really liked him.
Yeah.
You know, he's just cool. I have an Android of him. I'd like to get a bring arts of him, but I don't know if they made one. Maybe they only have play arts of him.
Okay, next.
Yeah, sorry, next one. Pokemon Shield, I don't know. Fucking, I wanted to put a Pokemon on here because, like, Pokemon's a big deal to me.
I think Pokemon's more of a bigger deal to you, like, anime-wise.
It's both. Pokemon in general, like, I watched the anime, but I mean, when you compare to, like, when I was watching the anime, I was also playing Pokemon Diamond, you know? It's just, like, I grew up on Pokemon, it's just how it was. So, like, I don't know if I have a actual favorite Pokemon game, necessarily. I have Shield, which I have Shield, which I've spent the most time in, and like it's fun. Like I don't even mind the story in Shield and everything. It's not great, but like it's fine. The gameplay is again not great, but fine. The lack of Pokemon is disappointing, but like you get over it. But you know, I also shiny hunt and stuff, so like it's nice. It has some breeding sort of things that make breeding a little bit easier.
You're a bit of a breeder.
Yeah. Huh? I do be breeding Pokemon though. You are right. How's like the IV like reader in the thing, so you don't have to fucking like spend ages trying to get IVs. Not that IVs matter to me, but when I am shiny hunting, I also like I do sort of IV breed a little bit just because like I may as well. The amount of eggs I'm hatching, you know. But yeah, I don't know. It's fun.
Out like your clutch.
It's like if you're talking about Pokemon game with a more emotional attachment to me, it would be Diamond. But Gen 4 isn't that fun, so I put Shield instead.
Gen 4 seems I mean, Gen 5's the best. It's the only
I
one
have never beaten Gen 5, so that's, you know.
Yeah, I mean, but did you like it?
From when I played it, I liked it, but honestly, when I was a kid, I wasn't that into Gen 5 because they didn't have any returning Pokemon in it.
Yeah, but I think that's the best.
Yeah, but Connor, I was fucking like 8 or something, and I wanted to like fucking
be better.
I wanted to have like Pikachu in my party and shit, but it was just all Unova Pokemon, you know. Like now I think that would be a great thing. If you're talking to me now, I would absolutely love like the next mainline thing to just feature like the new Pokemon from the new region, because it's a lot more interesting to like build a team of entirely new Pokemon. But when I was that age, I was just put off by it and never beat it. All right, that's yeah. Pokemon is just good.
Yeah,
It's good.
Lethal League Blaze is bottom left. It's like
I've not played much of Lethal League.
I expect I when I saw this, I was like, yeah, this is kind of like a Banjo type game.
Lethal League 1 was a game I played a lot with Lockie.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah, like Lethal League 1 was a game that it's really just like engaging, fun sort of like fighter. You just hit a fucking ball around and like it go fast. I put Blaze because I do think it's a better game. Like, it's more visually interesting because like it's Lethal League has a great style, both of them, but Blaze in particular. I mean, they have a fucking Naganuma track in one of the stages.
You mean
so,
Naganuma? Family Guy extraordinaire.
You should jump off a cliff.
Okay.
But like,
if you say
I don't
so.
have much to say. Like, I just obviously some of the designs in Lethal League are like really cool, and like it has that sort of Jet Set Radio kind of aesthetic vibe without having to be Jet Set Radio, because it's not.
That's how I would describe like what is it, like Cyberbomb Hyperfunk?
Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, but I don't know. That game could go either way because it's not out yet, and it's by the same devs, and they like obviously they have a. Team Reptile obviously have a lot of love for that. I
respect Jet Set Radio because Jet Set Radio was the most like Sonic type Sonic game. It is just entirely like momentum based physics, and if you suck shit at it, it feels terrible.
But unlike Sonic, Jet Set Radio is a really, really heavy game. That's the only thing where I can't get into it because it's just too heavy.
Yeah, it's just so momentum based. Anyway,
but yeah, there's not much else to say about Lethal League Blaze. It's really engaging, like fun combat is really the most I could say about it, because it's just like, just play it if you can. It's worth, you know, playing. Then the next is Friday Night Funkin', which is a fucking weird sleeper pick, but like I realized the amount like with it. I play FNF a lot, you know.
Yeah, you're playing like.
If I put Animal Crossing in mine, you can put fucking.
I just play Friday Night Funkin' mods a lot. Like, I mean, I like the base game a lot as well. They don't fucking update it, so I have to play mods to get new songs. But like I don't know. It's just I think I appreciate it because it's like I like other rhythm games as well. I like Muse Dash and like the fucking Persona rhythm games. And I've played Osu a little bit before as well. It's kind of fun. But like FNF is like the most FNF is the most like fucking because it's fucking Newgroundsy is why I like it more than anything. I like it that it's so genuinely like so just genuinely like emblematic of that kind of era.
it's just so unabashedly like embracing its roots, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole team is full of Newgrounds. Like it's all people who have a lot of like care and like love for that platform. And even though I didn't grow up on Newgrounds, I grew up around Newgrounds because my older brother, I guess, showed me a lot of like fucking old David Firth cartoons and like old like Ego Raptor, fucking Girl Chan in Paradise, and like Metal Gear Awesome and all that stuff. So like I do have kind of a sort of nostalgia for that. And like it's just really it's fun to see stuff like that come, around and be so popular. Like the fact that I mean I ain't playing the fucking Sonic EXE like fucking kid mods or whatever, but like the ones that actually like do a good job of like making something fun, like I'll play that a lot.
Jeff the Killer.
No, the Sonic EXE mod was fucking huge. That's the thing. This fucking FNF Sonic EXE mod was like a bit like everyone is fucking
revitalized.
I'm sorry,
all the fucking kids fucking love that shit, and I hate it. I hate that fucking.
This sounds so retarded to me.
It's so gay.
It is. Sonic.exe is so inherently why is that so much more popular than fucking Sonic Schoolhouse shit?
It's
Sonic Schoolhouse is way more potential.
But Sonic EXE is just classic. Nah, it sucks. It's they're just shit mod, but there's some good ones. I like I
thought what I've seen on the mod, it actually seems quite good. It's very well drawn.
I'm sure it is, but I just don't want to play it.
That's fair.
I've been playing the I think it's probably pronounced squid, but it's spelled as 7 quid. So I just imagine no. It's spelled as 7 quid, so I call it that because I imagine a British guy. Oh, fucking 7 quid, yeah. Mate, got a fucking Friday Night Funkin' game, 7 quid, yeah.
7 quid to see me mod, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's been a lot of fun. The Christian mod's fun.
That's
for them to update more shit.
Chris and Liquid. And
yeah. I like the fucking Bob and Bosip mod, even though I think the guy is like a piece of shit who made it. Also, the setup for that is kind of cringe. I hate the story in it and like the characters, but like the maps, the beat maps are really fun in that one. And like that one's funny because it's based on fucking like Geometry Dash OCs, which is some of the gayest shit on earth.
That is the most autistic thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, well, apparently the guy who made it was a piece of shit, and the mod stopped getting worked on. But what was it?
Why?
I don't remember. I didn't look into it too much. I think he was like a kind of a creep.
Look at TikToks and touching.
It was kind of a creep, and I think he like refused to like pay some of the people who worked on it for him. So I don't know. The maps are fun on it, but yeah, I don't know. It's Friday Night Funkin' is just a fun rhythm game. Like it's not that serious, is why I like it. Kind of the same with Overwatch, where it's like not that fucking sweaty, and not everyone's like trying hard to like do this gay shit on it. It's just like it's just like fun more than anything. Prides itself on just being fun. And then the last one is Super Cloud Built, which is a game I have played it before. Like fucking, I've streamed it to our Discord server before. But you guys probably don't have like much memory of it.
What was this?
It's Super Cloud Build is a parkour game, so it has a story. I honestly don't really remember anything about it, or like care about it. It's like some girls in the hospital or something. I don't know, but like the gameplay is just really fucking smooth. Like
is it like Cyberhook or like Neon White, like sort of?
It's all based on like wall running. So like it's a third person game where it's kind of like it's sort of like visually kind of like inspired by stuff like Mega Man Zero and stuff, but in gameplay I don't even know like I don't think it's very popular, right? The reason I found out about it is through fucking Good Games Spawn Point. Like,
For real?
yeah, I was watching Good Game Spawn Point, and they reviewed the first Cloud build, which was just called Cloud build. And I bought it on Steam because it was like cheap after they did it because I thought it looked really cool, and it is. It's like, it's a game where you just like run off walls and fucking shoot shit and like have rockets and stuff. It's just cool. It's like it's just really open, and like the levels are really unique. There's a lot of different represented aesthetics and skins and stuff. And it's just a lot of fun to play. Like, I don't remember the story is the thing. I don't. I beat it, I think, but like I don't. I just don't. I probably skipped the fucking cutscenes and just like went straight for the gameplay because like you don't need the story. It's just like really fun because you just get to go really fast and run off walls and shoot stuff. But yeah. I'd say that's I don't really have anything else to say about that, so I guess I'm finished.
So should I just put mine in, because I have a lot to say, because I like not being mean, but I just play a lot more video. I basically just play video games and read.
It's not being mean, it's true. I mean, like,
yeah,
so
we call Ghana big G around here.
Yeah. He has a big chain, says Big G on it. He walks into the fucking Robo-Café estate with.
Let me get
Yeah. Do we want to do like bets, or like do we want to be like?
Oh yeah, definitely on there.
Inscription's on it. That's the one I'm like.
Okay.
Maybe Cult of the Lamb. I'm not sure.
Cult of the Lamb's not on it.
Oh,
No way. That's just what he's been playing recently.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. It's hard to pinpoint Connor. He just plays a lot of games.
Okay, so some of these you will know, some of these you will not.
Roblox Monster Islands.
That's not a game, that's a lifestyle.
Yeah, fair. Alright.
Alright, so
you actually put the fucking idle game on it?
Five Nights at Wario's Director's Cut? Are you fucking serious? What the?
Yes.
Alright,
yeah, this is I need to explain. I'm gonna go through this because I'm gonna save that to last.
Okay, do you want to say what they all are, or like?
Five Minute Shows at Warriors Director's Cut, Minecraft, NGO Idol, the Great Ace Attorney collection. They were split into two games originally, but they were intended to be one.
Mm-hmm.
So I just counted as one big one.
Yeah, that's
Nier Automata. No, I'm sorry. Nier Automata, Inscription, Lunacid, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and Ultra Kill.
See, like, I get everything. Honestly, I get Five Nights at Wario's as well, five shows or whatever, because I know you'd legitimately fucking, jerk off that shit. But, like, the Idle game...
that was because I couldn't think of, like, a third one. I was just like, what have I spent?
God, you play games, man! You fucking...
Yeah, but it's hard. It's like
they put NQ Idol on that?
Or something. I feel like you like that.
What?
I feel like you like Zero Escape a lot. You could,
Yeah, I wanted to get like a wide thing, and I already had one visual novel in. I did put in Zero Escape originally, but I didn't specifically the second one. But I didn't want to. I want to kind of have a good spread.
All right, fair. That's so funny. NGU Idol is on it. I guess you have played it a lot, so
yeah. Well, I do actually think it's a very good game, though. Okay, so I'll go through it, but I'll ignore the first one because I want to explain it fully.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Minecraft. Minecraft's a very good game, and I've spent an incredible amount of time playing Minecraft, mods, doing servers, stuff shit like that. I love servers for just fucking around. I really like a lot of mob packs that I play through, kind of moving their way because I like the feeling progression, unlocking new stuff. There's a lot of it's hard to say Minecraft as a whole because if it was just vanilla Minecraft, I probably wouldn't have put it there.
I mean, yeah, but I put FNF because of the mods as well,
exactly.
like,
that's why I was like that. But it's like I would have to go through each mod individually to say why I like them. So I don't really have that much to say because there's so much to say.
I mean, like it's pretty honestly, it's self-explanatory. I feel like you wouldn't even have to like, you know. I feel like you could pretty obviously just be like, well, it's Minecraft, you know.
NGU Idle is consistently recommended as probably like is the best idle game, and I have a very clear idea why. Idle games are really tricky because a lot of them just do number go up and just leave it at that, like tycoon games. But it takes something really special to get you actually invested in it. NGU Idle, what I really appreciate about this is that it has so many different mechanics, but they each intertwine in a very basic way about just increasing your attack and defense as you go through the story. And it has a really silly, irreverent, like goofy tone, where it kind of parodies a lot of tropes of idle games and just sort of general things like that. Like, as a story in itself, you have to kill literally everything you see. Like that is the gameplay loop, and you start out like kind of like that, but as you move through it, you actually start to get genuinely invested in the story. And then once the story like cuts off halfway through and then forces you to go through it all the way again on a harder difficulty, unlocking more mechanics, and by that time you're like I want to get to evil to see what passes there.
But that's just Nier 1. You say couldn't beat fucking Nier 1 because you had to replay it for like 4 times, playing a fucking idle game.
There's not new mechanics in Nier 1.
I guess, but like
I would, more than half of the mechanics require you to be past.
Oh, sorry, I see.
Be past evil.
Mm.
Yeah, it's Mario. That's why, you know.
I really like there's a lot of really good designs.
It's Mario, you know. It gives you a new mechanic and at the beginning of a level, and gives you a playground to work it in. Then later on,
he combines it with another mechanic.
Genius.
There's like, I really appreciate that I've gone my entire way throughout NGO Idle without like buying, without spending a single cent, and I've gotten so much by just spending the daily spend.
Yeah,
it's a genuinely funny game. Like, that's really rare. Like a game that makes you laugh out loud. And I haven't beaten it. I'm only about like halfway through.
Yeah, you're only halfway through.
Yeah.
You've spent like 1,700 hours in the game.
Yeah.
How is it possible?
So like what? So if it's like because if it's like a game that you have to like be engaged with to like get like the lore and shit, do you have to like? Because obviously you're just running it in the background, right? You know, I know you're not playing the game, just fucking like fucking staring at it for those 1,700 hours. It's an idle game. That's like what you like. Do you have to like look back at it and like read the fucking like lore and shit, or what?
No. To get the lore, basically, like the very basics of the game is you have attack and defense, and you raise those through multiple like addition and multiplication, and then. When you fight a boss, like there's like a blurb that comes up, and you've just got to read that once. And so when you're like, if you're getting to the point where you're making more progress than you were before, you're probably coming back to check how far your progress is. So you're already paying attention, and then you're like, oh yeah, I'll read this.
Uh-huh.
Like I've currently got the Greasy Nerd set, where you get an anime figure that looks like dog shit and a calculator that has boobs written out.
Sorry, I was
with this shirt with fucking sweat stains on it and underpants with cum stains on it.
Yes, yeah, I was gonna make a comment, but I would rather, yeah.
I know, I'm the greasy nerd. That's what the game tells you.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess if I say I was gonna say, I just end up saying it, but fucking.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say the
description of the shirt is just literally, this will be some great subtle commentary on my fans, signed by the creator.
Facts.
This guy speaks straight facts though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cousin was really into cookie clicker once.
Oh no, I would always hack cookie clicker.
Yeah, I go and inspect element, a million cookies.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
You break the game. My friend
You don't have
my friend showed me that. It was like, this game's gay. Why would you just click on the cookie? Why would
you?
The simple time.
The Great Ace Attorney is not only by far the best Ace Attorney games. They have a genuinely really funny, really interesting plot line about about Japanese people being treated in colonial Britain. And because of the fact that it takes place a while ago, it doesn't have to worry about the main thing that a lot of detective stories in the modern era have to deal with, which is fingerprints.
Of course.
I see.
Because that's like a lot of like, hey, we scan this thing, the fingerprints were on it. You know, there's a lot of you can't do that.
Animaniacs fingerprints.
You can't do that. I love the animations. The 3D models are so good. All the cases individually are a lot longer than they were before. It has some really. I mean, it's just a visual novel. Like, what can you say apart from it has great characters, great story? Like, that's what the games are.
Yeah, but dude, it doesn't have fucking balloon tit clown from the animation.
Yeah, the speeder.
It has Herlock Sholmes, which is such a fucking. I love him. He's the best.
He's like me for real.
Yeah. He's constantly coming up with these kooky inventions and forgetting basic details about their life.
Sherlock Holmes has my MBTI personality, so yeah.
Nier Automata is like I already said about Replicant. Like, I think Replicant's overall, like, individually, if you take all its strong elements and match against Automata, it's not anywhere near as good. But Automata is just such an improvement over Replicant and gameplay wise. It's so much more fun. I think most of the side quests are way better than Replicant. I can remember way more side quests in Automata than I can in Nier 1.
Yeah, it's definitely a more fun game to play.
I like the fact that when you replay the game, if the gameplay changes up or you continue on with more story, it isn't just doing the same. It kind of is.
It is for the, like, I mean, fucking, I hate the 9S fucking part of Nier Automata just because I don't like playing as them, but like,
yeah, it's because you shit twin stick shooters.
No, because it fucking. No, look, it's not because I'm shit. It's because they're not fun.
I like doing the. Maybe
it's because I don't find it fun.
The difference is I like doing the robots and you don't. This is like the actual difference of why I think Automata is better.
Doing the robots? Nah, I would do that robot though, if you know what I mean.
I've lost fucking liters of cum to that robot.
Yeah, up top.
Yeah, it does look into the series that Nier Automata is probably like has the hottest.
Jesus Christ!
What happened?
Sorry.
What happened? 2B is so unbelievably sexy.
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
Connor wants to penetrate.
Yeah, and you want it?
Yeah, I mean, come on, she's a sexy robot.
I mean, you know,
she's hot.
Max prefers 2P.
What isn't that the is 2P the black 2B or is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
The color swap.
She's pretty cute.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah, Nier Automata is great though.
Nier Automata is such a great, interesting story. There are very few moments that I think fall flat, and it's just constantly a thrill ride. One of my favorite things is I love character regression. I love it when characters become worse than they were before.
Hmm.
And 9S is just such a poignant example of that.
Well, yeah. That's the thing I was gonna say about Replicant. Like, I think as someone who probably played Replicant before Automata, it was less impactful when 9S did that because that's kind of just what Nier does, you know?
Yeah, like they are basic. They are
9S
very
is obviously meant to be like Nier, but I mean, like, it's
They are-
literally like Nier gets more and more like bloodthirsty and fucked up as the story goes
the
on.
game goes on. Yeah,
Like at the end of the story, you don't like Nier. It's just how it is. Like the whole point of the ending of Nier Replicant is that like the Shadow Lord is, and like the Devil and Poplar and shit are like kind of right, or like at the very least it's like morally conflicting, which is like the same thing in Automata, right? The exact same fucking thing happens.
I also love Automata's message. Automata has such a great. I love stories about that present us with really like desolate, dark like worlds, and the fact that even then people still hope for more, and that sometimes that succeeds. I really appreciate that.
Gurren Lagann fan fucking response.
Yeah, Evangelion fan response.
After I give 9S a foot job under the table at Applebee's. See, 9S, he's all desolate and shit, but, you know, if I got to give him a foot job under the table at Applebee's, I want to live!
Editor, throw out Nico Robin. Yeah.
Neurotomata, yeah.
You know, maybe that's like a thing because a lot of these games I have messages that I really relate to. Like I think that I'm counting, and there are more games with like Minecraft and NGO Idol basically don't have themes, and I think maybe like Inscription isn't about, and in Ultra Kill aren't about that, but you know, games that are about. I really resonate with games that are all about like proving people who just say that you should despair of it. I also like that Nier Automata has interesting things to say about philosophy in general. Like as a text itself, it has something to say about like previous philosophers. Like as a nihilist piece of literature, as like a book, you know, it holds up.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason it fucking gets jerked off on Reddit, right?
Yeah, because it's one of the few games that actually takes itself. One of the few games that takes it. One of the few games that actually tries to be like interesting as like on a thematic level. That actually tries to like stand up against books and movies instead of just saying, like, you know, respect games as art. Yeah. What games? Because most games are not that interesting. Like, look at how jerked off The Last of Us 2 was about like its message about revenge is bad. Like, I don't have the hatred that people have for it, but it's not that interesting of a theme.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'd say like fucking Nier always like has something interesting to say, like both of the games, you know. That's why I think there's a big appeal to it, because it's like it's just actually like engaging in that sense, whereas like some things just kind of get boring. It's also the reason to bring it back to Persona why P3 I feel like is so good.
Yeah.
Because P3's story, more than any other Persona game, is actually like really fucking like it just has a lot more to say compared to like fucking P5 or some shit.
Yeah. P5 doesn't actually have that much to say apart from the fact that modern society a bit effed up for real.
Yeah. P5 fucking P5's like the dude in the snapback fucking end racism.
Racism, better watch it. Yeah, I agree.
That's what's great about Nier Automata though, because like, you know, it's like contextually interesting. It's like really fun to play
level,
and it has hot characters. So it's like, you know,
that was
it's
my big problem with
both worlds.
I really want to get into that game, and I can appreciate it, like, you know, from watching H-Bomber guys like video about Pathologic, but at the same time, like, some games are just too fucking dog shit that you can't appreciate them.
Yeah, it's like me trying to fucking I'm trying to play Drakengard because everyone says the story's good.
Yeah, it's like
game sucks to play.
Sometimes you just have to let it go. Like, you have to say, games are a whole, and even no matter how good the story is, if the game is this shit, then I'm not fucking touching it.
Nah,
Also,
if it was Kingdom Hearts, I would
realize-
still touch it.
Why the fuck didn't I put Cruelty Squad here? Holy shit. I love that game.
Yeah.
Why did I put NGU Idol over Cruelty Squad?
I mean, you can
fuck
talk
that.
about it now if you want.
Yeah, if you,
I love Cruelty Squad because I heard someone describe it like this, and I agree wholeheartedly. Cruelty Squad had an immense amount of, like, an ungodly amount of effort put into it, and it had 3 times as much effort, seeming like it didn't care. Like, it's genuinely fascinating how, like, something that looks so horrible and that you can barely comprehend at the start becomes so mundane and just understandable once you play it enough.
I haven't
Like-
played Cruelty Squad, but to me it's like it perfectly matches fucking Sad World.
legit, I feel like I was like legit searching. It's like, is Sad World involved in this at all? Because
No,
this just feels like just like a Sad World skit, just became a game, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's I mean, I think both that and Sad World are both inspired by sort of like games with like glitching textures and like stuff that's made to be hard to look at. But the fact a game like Cruelty Squad exists and that you like on an internal level, it constantly seems irreverent and funny and interesting. Like, when the beat drops, I'm killing myself is such an iconic line.
It's irreverent, like the Office.
Exactly.
I'm gonna pound you in a paste and then chew you up.
Hey, that's just what Netflix says, man. There's a quirky, irreverent TV show.
It's me chewing you up.
Yeah, I really want to play Cruelty Squad, like, actually. Because, like,
Cruelty Squad's fan. I like it. Genuinely is an incredibly, like, even if you ripped off all the interesting, like, not pseudo philosophical, genuinely philosophical, interesting things it has to say about society and how it is. Just gameplay wise, you would not think it. It is such a fucking fun game. Cruelty Squad is the best tactical shooter, and like, it's great. There's so much I don't want to spoil, but like, I don't know. It's hard getting people into Cruelty Squad because when I first played it, I put it down. Like, I played it for 5 minutes. I was like, I don't get this. My eyes hurt, and then put it down. And when I picked it up again, I kind of just got it. Like, Cruelty Squad really has that, like, once you get past the biggest hurdle, you can really appreciate it. But that hurdle is quite big.
I already make shit that kind of looks like that, so it's like...
It was probably more of a bigger shock to me because I wasn't expecting something so fucking evil.
Evil.
That's how I would describe Cruelty Squad's visuals.
Yeah, we're very evil type YouTubers. Very
evil.
Robo-Café is really evil YouTube channel.
There's so much to do and explore, and so many secrets to find. Like, once you beat like Cruelty Squad, like the main thing, and you're just going through and like trying to get secrets and shit. It's just so fun to fling it. It's such a great, well-designed game that makes it seem like it doesn't. Like, the massively fun, like, allows you momentum double jump is, in context, you shitting yourself on the floor to give yourself more of a boost out your feet, and it leaves piles of shit and piss and vomit on the floor, and it's disgusting, but it's also so fucking fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It is.
That's like the coolest shit.
Inscription is on there because it was the game that everyone told you to play and that you didn't. I'm talking to you, the audience. Inscription's... I think the best description of Inscription was the fucking Drive article about guy who says he can't spoil anything about Inscription, constantly can't shut up about it. Like, dude, you have to play it. You should go in blind, except for this really cool part that happened. No, I shouldn't. That's how I describe Inscription.
Uh-huh.
I want to talk more again. this is the problem because I want the fucking Banjo to play it.
I'm gonna edge Connor with Inscription.
You have been for actual years.
Not actual years. You gave it to me like December, like November last year.
Oh, I'm sorry. 8 months, 9 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edge. I've been in my chastity cage for fucking 9 months.
Yeah, even in your reverse cock cage.
Yeah. I think you can wait longer. I think you can wait.
Look, I mean, fucking, my friend bought me Yakuza 0, I think for my like 15th birthday, and said, "God, you really need to play it. It's like so good." And I still have not played it.
Yeah.
So he still gets pissed off at me about it.
Justifiably, Yakuza 0 is a really good game.
Yeah. I actually bought it on Steam, so I won't even play the copy that he gave me because he gave me a PS4 copy. But you know,
Loon Acid is a game that's kind of obscure. It's inspired by the FromSoft games, but not Souls. It's the Kingsfield series.
Oh, Kingsfield. Okay, I now get what you're feeling.
I have not felt such like fun just like walking around in a game and just exploring it. Like there has been no other game that I felt like genuine delight just exploring it and just like seeing what everything can do and finding secrets.
I feel like Kingsfield is very interesting, like visually in that. It's just like so it's like you keep going. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, it's fine. This is how conversations happen, Max.
I'm sorry. I'm
sorry I spoke to you.
Yeah.
Let me apologize for my existence real quick. Fucking, I just think like how much you say is it like derivative of Kingsfield?
I haven't played the games, but it seems like Kingsfield and Shadow Tower are the two games it seems really inspired by. It has like actual PSX graphics, like that sort of like, you know.
Oh, I know what you mean. It's sort of
like
just like
new age PS1 style, like the PS1.
Oh yeah.
That shit I love. I love games like that.
I see.
Delusion similar to that, but Dread Delusion is nowhere near. Loon Acid is an early access game, but I think it's one of those early access games where it's not like, you know, hey, we're still working on everything. Here's like a room and like basic movement. It's fully featured, except there's just levels missing. That's it. But all like the levels that are there are full of content, and I think it's worth it at its price. But look, to explain the game, there's a spell that it's called Cast. It's called Cast Death, and when you use it, you instantly die. Because the description of the spell is it turns you into a corpse.
That's awesome.
You just die. You have to reload a previous save. Also, it's hidden in a secret room that you only find like if you like walk away from a room and then walk back after killing a specific enemy. So you think it's going to be some awesome secret power up, and then you just use it and instantly fucking kills you.
More games should do that, you know?
Yeah.
Another thing is that there's a lot of... I really love the lunacy system, where it is the more you cast magic, the more powerful your magic becomes, but also the more damage you take from magic.
You become a loony.
Yeah, you become a loony.
Yeah, I've tried the loony bin, Matt.
Oh, yeah.
There's a spell that casts blood. But what it does is it summons a coffin.
Turns you into a crip.
Oh no.
Hold on. To illustrate this, I need to show you an image.
I need to show you a 5-page diagram. Now you see when we break down that.
Be like.
Here's how Bernie can still win.
Yeah. I mean, my main complaint with the game is that it feels like there's a couple of people who didn't get the memo about like what style this game is going for. So, like, some of the characters in the portraits look really out of place. Like, they just got told, PS1 dungeon crawler, and there's like this like Like some of the models are like anime girls, some of them are like Kingsfield, like avatars. One of my favorite things I appreciate is you can upload any image you want for the main character's portrait.
That's fucking. That's actually cool.
Yeah, that's sick.
Upload an image of like Bernie Sanders, and you can play as
a Mike.
Yeah, you can be any self-insert you want.
I was scrolling through looking for something, but this is great.
Yeah.
I assume it's loading.
No.
Okay.
It's gonna be Mike from Breaking Bad. It's gonna. It's gonna.
Taking a while there, Connor.
Yeah, this is
Hold on, I'm saving the image. Fucking no.
You can just copy it.
I can't. It's on Steam.
I see.
Walter.
Put the dick away, Walter.
I have exactly Walter.
Can I just say while Connor's loading this, I legitimately considered putting Honey Pop 2 in my
Oh, you played the shit out of it. Like you didn't you 100%, didn't you?
I maybe. I think maybe there's some side content in it, but like it's not even like a good game. It's just like it's obviously there's porn in it, but like it's I don't know if it's just like a pretty fun puzzle game because Honey Pop 2 has like the duo mechanic, so it's just like Honey Pop 1 I've played, it's boring, right? It's just you match 3 to get pussy pics. The Honey Pop 2 is like a little bit more interesting.
Pussy pics online, naked girl.
Holy shit!
Yo, fuck!
Oh, you'd appreciate that.
It's a Walker Lane.
Lainey Walker at IRL. You know, she's like me, so.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's great. I really, there's a lot of there's a really hidden secret in the game that you've got to try really hard to find that I appreciate that you can't do anything with yet, but you probably will in the full version. It's just it's just a game where you have so much fun exploring it.
Alright.
That's it, really.
Cool.
Also, it looks fucking awesome. It has like the really cool PS1 aesthetic. Hold on.
Alright.
What else? Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is kind of my reverse, like Nier Automata, where Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has so many more problems compared to the original. However, its strengths, I think, outweigh the first one. Like, I have so many fucking complaints with the second one. Like, the combination of the fact that they did not match the voice acting in the face and the visuals. So, taken by themselves, they're each fine. Like, they do it, but when together, they look funny as fuck because obviously, like, the I don't know what happened, but they were not given, like, how they should sync, like, the movements and their emotions up.
Man, those British people don't know how to dub good.
Yeah, British people kind of.
No, I think it's more
kind
like a character might be crying on screen and they might like sound like just normal, or like, you know, they might be like doing nothing but like scream it like they're doing an anime attack.
I mean,
and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is just way more anime derogatory than the first one.
Yeah, no, I haven't played either. Unless you count playing like 5 minutes of Xenoblade Remastered, but like fucking, like just like purely like looking at fucking all the fucking tits and fucking like ass and shit in Xenoblade 2, it feels so much more like fucking
literally gotcha system in the game.
Yeah, it feels so much more like fucking high school DxD type shit.
It's such a mixed bag of characters because there's so many characters that are like, holy shit, why are you so good? Like, Zeke is a character who constantly comes up with stupid fucking names for his attacks and like cool backstories, and then he just like one time tells you that actually he's got a piece of like blades, which are like what happens when a Titan dies is they turn into an anime girl. They've got a piece of that core stuck in him, and if his blade were to ever die, he dies, and he could die at any time. And he tells you that straight up, like without like thinking it. And then he's like, "What is?" And then he tries to come up with a separate backstory that he thinks is cooler.
Wait, what is a Titan? What like?
From Titanfall.
No. In Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that it's like a cloud ocean, and there's just massive living creatures called Titans.
So they're like
top of
big ass. Oh, okay. So is that like the okay?
Yeah, that's like
the stage in Smash Bros.
Yeah, that's the Uriah Titan.
So if that guy died, he would become an anime girl?
He would lose his memories and then become an anime girl.
Like
every time a blade dies, they lose their memories except for
That's so cool.
Oh, that would be so bad if that happened to me. Fuck. That's so stupid. Guys.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has so much shit, but so much good shit. I genuinely can't unwrap my feelings. I don't think I would like the game as much if I don't hate the game as much, and vice versa.
I genuinely can't unsheath my cock.
Yeah, you have
unsheath my cock out of its shaft. Shing!
Like a sword.
Nah, just kidding. I genuinely can't not unsheath my cock when I see Pyra.
Yeah. Also, I hate Mithra gets good when you play the DLC, but I hate Pyra.
No, but Mithra got them stinky feet, you know.
Yeah.
Mithra do have that. I
haven't showered for 300 years.
So that's already done. So what do I do now? And then I fuck up everything, and everything's my fault. I want to kill myself. Energy, you know.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway. Ultra Kill is fucking pure joy. It's a lot like Doom Eternal in a way, but the main difference is that in Doom Eternal you're basically forced to respond to an enemy with an adequate weapon. Where you know there is like one or two ways to beat like an enemy, and if you don't do that, you're gonna have a shit time. But in Ultra Kill, there is obviously like ways like that you're obviously supposed to beat, but you can just do anything. And Ultra Kill is just such a well done single player shooter that it's just pure joy to play through. It's just there's so much shit to uncover. I love the secret stages. The one where it turns into fucking Crash Bandicoot is my favorite. You jump on boxes and shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
You go whoa. You hit the whoa.
You do.
You hit the whoa in Ultra. Oh, that's fucked, dude. You get thrown the whoa, you go whoa. You know what I mean? You pop the gritty. Yeah, fuck yeah, that's awesome.
My favorite secret stage is when you meet V1 as an anime girl. And she has a fucking schoolgirl outfit, and they're selling that as Dark Markers on the fucking store.
That's so awesome. We should do that for the Robo-Cafe game.
When
I don't know what the fuck the Robo-Cafe game would be.
The Robo-Cafe game would be awesome. We would all it would be a 4-part game, and all 4 of us would be entirely in charge of creating our own part. So like we would tell like the first person, like, all right, here's when my part ends, and here are the characters, and that's it. I don't get anything else.
That's great. I'd love to see a game like that. It'd be a fucking nightmare.
It'd be so bad, but like
interesting. Like you literally get to see 2 people's interpretations of the same character next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be like fucking like a fucking video essay video game.
Yeah, like the one that Mark Brown from Game Maker's
that'd be
video essay.
That'd be my my part. It'd just be me going, so let me break down to you why let me break down the Mario formula. So
how did the Mario formula become a fucking...
So basically you get handed a new gimmick. A new item, let's say. A new mechanic.
That's an argument.
And in that you get a playground to test out the mechanic. Then later on in the game it comes back
combined with other mechanics and
starts throwing glizzy.
Yeah. So here we go. So out of these games, we have 3 games I didn't say much about for various reasons. We have 2 games that explain. Now, 5 Shows at Warriors Director's Cut is probably one of the most inventive, interesting games I've ever played. However, none of that fucking matters. Because it's a Five Nights at Freddy's Warrior game, so no one will ever fucking play it that wasn't a child watching fucking Markiplier play it. And that's the great. This is like this is the DC and like Greek tragedy. There are so interesting, fascinating mechanics in a game that's free and you can play.
Yeah, but he wasted on fucking Fights of Wario.
Yeah, take Wario and FNAF out of it, and then maybe I'd consider it, man.
Yeah.
Like, as you say, like, Disney characters are like, in KH, they're inherently stupid, but I've come to accept it. That's exactly how I feel in fucking Five Nights at Warriors. That's what I think. Like, Warrior is a character, and he, like, the repercussions of what he does is sort of, that's how the author WW Warrior described it. Like, Mario characters exist in this world, but they basically just look the same and have similar personalities. That's it.
So is Mario purple guy or?
No, that's Wario Man. That's Bruno Gate, a real ass person. He's just a guy like the Mario characters exist in the universe, but everyone else is just like a person.
Damn.
Like, all the backgrounds are like grabs from real life, like stock images. And you see like a stock image of like a destroyed factory next to like a Wario 3D model taken from Brawl. And you have to
like you're explaining why nobody has played this game, like you're
this is what I'm doing up front, because I want you to understand that no person who would ever truly appreciate this game will ever play it, right? No person who would look at how fucking absolutely fascinating and interesting it is would ever like give it any time of day whatsoever. No person would appreciate the fact that in one of the levels, in one of the possible nights you could play, because it takes the formula that Five Nights at Warriors 3 created, where every night you move from one room to another, thus changing the mechanics entirely. And it does that. What it does is you have to open the first game in the series. You have to open the window. You have to have this open as well. You have to have a specific thing open. An option opens up in the other window. And you have to play 2 games at once because they interlink. At the end of the game, you have to go between all the previous games that share saves, and you have to get specific elements from each that are only unlocked by going through the sort of story. I don't know. There's so much. It's so hard because at the same time there's so much to appreciate, but at the same time it's fucking 5 shows at Wario.
Yeah, well that's the thing. Like fucking that is cool. Like just like, the nature of having to like fucking
open up
go back to other games to like interact. That is cool.
Yeah.
Drag an item from one window into another window. You have to drag a battery from inside the Five Nights at Warriors 1 office into the Five Shows at Warriors office. There's an entire night. I'm sorry. There is the 5 Shows at Warriors campaigns, which are themselves 5 different games with 4 different levels of difficulty with unlockables, and sometimes change up entirely what they are, that are all interesting risk-reward. We've got to try and do the hardest you can do while also to get as much difficulty before you can challenge the final show, which is a platforming gauntlet with a boss at the end. There is 5 Shows at Warriors, The Exit, which unlocks different rooms and is kind of like a scramble from room to room to deal with each enemy. Because Five Nights at Freddy's, there's kind of like two different types of fans. There's people who like the lore. There's also people who really chase after like the high like survival gameplay of just barely scraping your teeth through, and that's really because these games are fucking difficult. Like you have to rely on audio clues. You have to check the cameras. Like the lights are fucking impossible to use, intentionally so. There's shit like I think Five Nights at Warriors 1 is on its 6th rendition. These games have been remade separately 3 times, and then with another final version of that remake added on top, with content added, redone assets, and because the games are so much easier to produce than most other games, the guy can go back, you know? There's so many genuinely like horrifying mechanics and stuff. It ends with like a first person like trudge through an adventure game style map. There's genuinely like 16 hours of content, not including the entire fucking roguelike that exists there. There is an entire like competently done roguelike with different paths, enemies, items. Like genuinely one of the better ones. One of the good ones in this fucking Five Nights at Warriors game. And that astounds me. I've never been as fascinated with something as I has been with fucking the Five Nights at Warriors series. Just why? Genuinely, why would you do this, right?
Yeah, it's like
with Warriors, like just do it with other characters. Like if you look at the icon and you look at the renders of the characters, they look so different from their usual selves that you could probably like change up the colors and you could brand them as entirely new characters.
Nah, it's gotta be Wario. But like, doesn't that like partially add to the charm though? I feel like
the games are there's so much heart. That's probably the thing I appreciate most is there's so much heart and soul into the games. Like, I don't think at the same time people would have probably appreciated them more if it wasn't Five Nights at Warriors. At the same time, the fact it's Five Nights at Warriors adds so much more to it.
Yeah, it's like it's like a legitimately inventive like horror game. Like it's just like also it's fucking like Mario characters.
Jump scare you with a loud noise.
And that's so like I don't know. I feel like that like partially like adds to it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it wouldn't have gained traction if it wasn't, you know.
No, it also doesn't help that Five Nights at Warriors was the first FNAF fan game, as far as I'm pretty sure, because the WW Wario was already making games with Click Team Fusion, and he noticed that Freddy's was made like when a transition happens, the models freeze. When he noticed that, he realized it was a Click Team Fusion game, so he just chucked some Brawl models in and made some like stock assets and quickly made like a similar game to it. But the fact that changed and I would genuinely love to play this on stream. I would do the entire fucking series, but I don't know. I think that'd be a really fun thing to do because I want to show you how much there is to each fucking game, how much hidden shit there is. Who appreciates this?
The Five Nights at Warriors community, dude.
Yeah.
I to be fair,
people like Colin I.
No.
Yeah, children and autistics. But the thing is,
and autistic children.
Yeah, these people don't appreciate just how actually like well done this is a lot of the thing, right? Because it's such a child fan base, but a lot of it doesn't appreciate. There was a Five Nights at Warriors fan game direct where the author on his own YouTube channel showed up Five Nights at Warriors fan games just because he thought it would be cool. WW Warrior is such a fucking cool guy. He's such a he's one of the like. There's so many shitty people in the FNAF community, which I find really funny.
I think it makes sense.
It makes sense, yeah, but just the fact that like I've not seen WW Warrior. He's writing a book, by the way,
about Five Nights at Warriors.
Yeah.
Why?
Like, just take for example the video I put in.
This is fucking stupid. Like,
I know,
it's cool, but like, what the fuck?
Like, for example, I put in the chat the Five Nights at Wario's lore explained. Now, it could have just been like Wario in a background while he talks, but the entire time he like animates all the 3D models to illustrate the points. You know, like there's so much more effort into it than there has to be, and I think that really sells me on it. I don't know if I could ever make something with as much passion and gusto as this WW Wario made fucking Five Nights at Wario's.
Oh man, the Robo-Café game.
I would shit myself.
Robo-Café game would be 10 times better.
What we should do is we should host a Robo-Cafe game jam, and then we just poorly string all the different games from the game jam together.
Yeah, genius.
Yeah.
They don't call me fucking director for nothing.
Yeah, that's the smartest thing I've ever heard in my entire fucking life.
Yeah, so that's Five Nights at Wario's, or 5 shows at Wario's. There's a lot of this is like, he's saying it's inventive, it can't be that inventive. He's saying it's actually fucking scary, it can't be that scary. Like, a lot of it is just, it has to be seen to be believed.
Alright. I mean, I ain't playing that shit, but alright.
I'll take your word for it. It's cool. I know it sounds really dismissive, but like,
I don't play horror. I don't play games. Fucking period. I'm playing a horror game.
I'd love to do it on like a stream or something, but I don't know who would fucking watch it.
The fucking yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'd love to shoot a stream inside your big fat mama, but I felt like that wasn't appropriate.
I mean, you just said it, so what's the point?
Yeah, I suppose.
I've said both a lot and nothing. So, do we have any like final things to say about the state of the industry? Quote, or are we ready to settle down?
The state of the industry. I think gamers, especially cunts on Reddit, stop being like so obsessed with realism.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think there's too many. I think there's
it's actively hurting games and developers.
It's
so
too more white people in video games, I think.
Yeah.
Look, just game dev.
Just be more creative. Just be.
I mean, look, we've had our fun, we've had our games, but unfortunately, when it's all said and done, I don't think any of the games we've talked about here compares to Sonic Inflation Adventure.
Exactly.
I just I don't think any of them hold a candle.
Sonic Inflation Adventure is great satire of the modern art.
I feel like no game has ever matched that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like no game or no life has ever matched.
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
no game, no life.
Sonic Adventure, Sonic Inflation Adventure, fucking.
No game, no life, no Connie.
Mario versus Final Fantasy or whatever the fuck.
Mario versus Donkey Kong, more on March of the Minis.
Fucking
Method has obviously not.
Wait,
played.
what just?
I know Mario versus Donkey Kong.
I love end of Sonic Inflation. Jim Billy Chaotic waking up IRL. Fuck. Now I remember everything.
I love the
the
microtransaction scene. That's a classic.
I remember you showed me that. I was like, this is when we just like first met, sort of, and you just showed me that, and I just had like a small like mind break.
Yeah,
Sonic Inflation Adventure is so good.
It is.
No, the fact he showed me only like end of Sonic Inflation. I just lost my mind.
The first fucking ones are just like, whoa, I inflated and I killed people. Sonic is in jail now. It's like, it's fucking stupid.
He doesn't go to jail because his brother Manic smokes weed, and Eggman's like the god of everything. And we need to do a Sonic fucking Inflation Adventure stream, like director's cut.
What's that game we played? Was it like Shinji, like Newgrounds, like Shinji fucking, like sex thing?
I don't know. I just remember Kramer's fucking.
No, Cosmo. Yeah, that's it. Cosmo Kramer's fucking.
Yeah, Cosmo Kramer's quest for hentai. Or
yes.
Something.
Yeah. No
Hey,
games compared to that.
It kept on repeating. I'm Cosmo Kramer, the ass man.
Yes, Cosmo Kramer, the ass man.
How long have we been recording for?
Like 3 hours.
Jesus Christ!
This is
Fuck.
big. Cut this up.
We should. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how we fucking get it.
I think I'll do that. I think I might keep most of it, but fuck, that's like. Oh
It's still-
shit!
Yeah.
I mean, it's just too long for. I mean, I guess you could upload. I mean, people like long videos.
We got some hardcore gamers in the chat. You know, it's just how it be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just game. It's game
just-
speak. Game.
Yeah. Game and Speaks. Game and Speaks coming soon.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Right.
Robo-Café. So, Robo-Café Nation, what do you think of our 3x3s? Let us know in the comments down below. If you agree, maybe share your own. While you're at it, drop this video a like and maybe a sub to the channel. Yeah.
Your big fat mama sub to this channel.
Dude!
Give me a bro fist.
Oh, bro, is your big fat mama. Fucking bitch. See ya.